Ah. My hair. I'm gonna have to lock it in. Oh no. Doesn't matter. I don't like having long hair. Not really. I'm trying it, but it's a lot. It is too much to deal with, honestly. I don't know how people deal with even this much hair, let alone entire heads of hair just like down to their like chest, middle back. Like, it's a lot of hair. There we go. Welcome everybody. Thank you for tuning in. I appreciate you guys being here. Just doing some preliminary setup. I nearly forgot that I was supposed to stream tonight, Mondays. So, oops. It's had everything to do with just being like super stressed out and anxious and just all kinds of stuff on my mind, on top of like just busy with things. And last week we didn't have an episode. Oh, I think they leveled up. They might have leveled up. I didn't level up the characters on here, so we'll see it tonight. But either way, thank you so much for tuning in. When everybody piles in, I appreciate you guys being here. Thank you so much. I'm just going to go ahead and start the intro.
Hello everyone, and welcome to tonight's episode of Critical Role, where a bunch of us nerdy-ass voice actors sit around and play Dungeons & Dragons. Indeed. We do have some announcements to get through, so bear with us. The first is our first sponsor for tonight, NordVPN. Travis, take it away. Travis?
Oh no, oh no.
You're late for training number 2. Let's review the BBD, TLC, and Run DMC protocols.
Run
What's
DMC
the point,
protocol.
Master? I've been training for gigamonths and still haven't seen any #hacker 4TC10N.
Okay.
It spells action in leet speak.
I know what it spells, damn it!
Oh, sorry, hold up, what is this? Why does Travis look like a cross between Frankenfurter and a Blackberry Curve?
His handle is number 2. And I, Morpheus, have been cyber training him ever since the greatest hacker of the Pepsi generation, BlackWillow69 at AOL.com,
AKA Sam, the only man I've ever loved,
was turned into a gleaming cube of cake, and the cast used their hacker personas to defeat the Ultra Codex.
Hi, that was me.
All right, cool, thanks for the recap. So, Travis, he's, number 2. He's got the hacker skills to protect the Ultranet from the crypto chaos or something?
Well, I do jack in with the power of NordVPN. Here, watch me drop dead Fred your tablet's BAPS protocol. Speed 0, Speed 1, Speed 2, cruise control!
NordVPN are providers of highest quality encryption for your internet traffic and hide your IP and physical location with 5,400 plus servers in 59 countries. It is easy to get better internet speed and protection with one simple click, and it is available on every major platform, including Windows, iOS, Android, and Linux. Go to NordVPN.com/criticalrole to get a 2-year plan plus a bonus gift with a huge discount. And thanks to them for supporting our show.
Oh, wow! So you hacked my iPad with your hands?
Yeah, my virile virus skills don't matter. Morpheus is wrong. There is no threat. I'm Control-Alt-Deleting out of the program.
Negatory. You're too important, number 2. The fate of the world.
Hey, hold on, can I have a hacker name, please?
No.
Okay, fine. Guess I'll just plug in my iPad since you juiced all the battery.
Whoa, Robbie, are you okay? Robbie!
Oopsie! Looks like I ganked your new friend's body or something. I'm possessed, don't you get it? I spliced into his mind and now I control his body like a Fortnite no-skin. Observe! Why am I hitting myself? Oh, why am I hitting myself, you poor friend?
Oh, man. What a turd.
Who are you?
Oh, wouldn't you like to know, Boomer? I'm your worst nightmare, baby. I'm a troll that can't be stopped with your pathetic ones and zeros. Who am I? Oh, I'll tell you. Next time we get sponsored by NordVPN. Back to you, Matt.
Well, fucking done.
Look at the background! Please put that on your reel.
What happened, guys?
You just missed it, Sam.
Late to the show.
You just missed it.
Great. I have some notes.
I figured.
Fucking dick. This episode is also sponsored by our friends at Ghostfire Gaming and their new episodic subscription service, Fables. Each Fable consists of 6 episodes released monthly, and in each of the episodes are 4 chapters, and each episode is about 8.
Just want to say really quick, the reason I'm eating on stream, I don't usually like to eat on stream. I think that's is bad behavior, whatever. But I was just running and doing a bunch of errands, ran and got groceries and everything else, and I've been busy. So this is my first food all day, so I apologize. I'm just catching up. Please forgive me for being a glutton and just being a pig on stream. So thank you so much. Regardless, let's get back into it. Thank you so much for being here, by the way, guys. Thank you.
Pages, and also comes with digital maps and digital tokens, making this the perfect all-in-one adventure. The first up is Grim Hollow Adventure, Citadel of the Unseen Sun, an adventure set within a world where the sun has vanished from the sky and vampires rule the land with an iron fist. Check it all out now at ghostfiregaming.com/fables-critical role. And if you sign up for the Fables membership before December 31st Eastern Time, you'll get your subscription for $10 per month for the first 12 months. So check it out. Next up, Liam, you got an announcement?
Oh, holy half-elves! Kith and Kin is available now! Oh my gosh! This is narrated by this guy with a little help from these guys. Pick it up at your local bookstore or via criticalrolebooks.com. We got a real book! It's a
Very weird. Very surreal. Thank you, Liam. Laura, you got
That's cool.
I got stuff to say.
You got a holiday drop here.
I'm nervous to say it all. But
this, babe.
first, this one is like really super. They're all super cool, but this one's super duper cool. It's our did you already hold it up? It's our limited edition Sean Gilmore statue from McFarlane Toys.
Hey, there it is.
Look at him. He's 12 inches tall. He's beautiful. Anyway, he's also exclusive to our stores. And he'll be in all of our stores. So check your store. If it's not there right now, it might be there soon. It will be there soon.
Yes.
a little distracted.
He's 12
inches.
Next up. You're holding these up.
Here, should we say it or hold it? Hold it or say
We
it.
have Whitestone joggers.
Oh, the clock tower on it. That's so cute. I love that.
Look at this beauty. They're just the same as our other joggers. So super comfy.
They're so
They're not
comfy.
sweaty.
They're not sweaty yet. And this is designed by Grace Barrios.
But not sweaty yet.
Yay! Okay, next up is our Exandria postcard set. This is really super cool, and I've been
guess.
super excited about this for a while. This features different locations from around Exandria, including. Oh shit! I should have pulled this out before.
Yeah.
This is what people want to see right here. This is the
Oh my god.
angry future projects of the strip.
Vasselheim.
Oh, those are pretty.
On Corral. Rex and True. Rosanna.
They're funny.
Wow.
And
Save some suspense.
AR. No.
Okay.
And you get multiple ones of all of them.
Whoa.
And these were designed by Pretty Useful. Check them out.
Pretty useful cup.
Pretty useful.
Pretty sure it was like
Pretty
the Mad
useful.
Money version of
Okay,
merch.
okay. Next up. Look, these have been out for a couple weeks, so if you've already seen them in our store, I'm sorry, but I'm really excited about these things, and I've been waiting for these for a while. It's a little 3-pack of little teeny books that are sticky notes. You guys, these are so cute. It's the little Chronicles of Alexandria.
Oh, it's so cute.
A little look.
Oh no.
A little Draconic Prince. That one was designed by Adriana Barra Lugo, and this was Grace Barrios, and this one is a little Chaos Crew pulp novel. It was designed by Jordan Torrance, and look, they've got sticky notes on the inside.
Whoa.
They're so cute.
I love them. Okay.
They're really
And
cool.
then the last thing that I'm going to talk
They're really
second to
cool.
last
That is
thing I'm gonna
admittedly
talk
really
about
cool.
are we have koozies.
We have koozies.
We got drink holders. Am I allowed to say is koozie a thing?
They're
Is that like a
12
brand?
inches.
Oh, I don't know. We've got drink holders.
In the South, we call them koozies.
Look, it's a Nestle Nook in. Wait, flip the other ones around. Yeah, they all have Critical Role logo. And we're both
And Strong Jaw.
Yeah.
Strong Jaw.
Can I have the Nestle Nook in? I want to use it tonight.
Yay.
I want the Strong Jaw Ale.
We call the
That's
koozies
cool.
in the north as well.
Do you?
Yes.
Are they all?
Yes.
It fits on a can.
What that looks like on
By
the
the way, it doesn't fit on a coffee cup from a restaurant.
We just
So we don't mention.
have our way with our
But they do fit on cans. Okay, just edit that part out.
Total chaos.
Here, give me one of those. Give me.
Yeah, fit it on a can. That fits on a can. Show it on a can, Travis. And then the last thing.
Yeah.
Good. 40 minutes later.
Yeah, okay.
So what is Critical Role anyway?
And also wear them as mittens.
You can wear them as
Fingers through the
mittens.
bottom if you.
So bad at this. Why do they let me keep talking about this? And then the last thing we have, I swear, is this.
Wow.
It's so pretty.
It's so
a
pretty.
Percy shirt.
And it's kind of cool.
That's fucking awesome.
Fuck yeah.
Isn't it so cool? It's Percy's
Percy's first shirt.
This art is by Olivia.
Percy's
Olivia
first
Sampson.
shirt.
It's so beautiful.
Look at that.
That's so cool.
Yeah.
For sure.
That's beautiful.
We're being told on Slack
He's so
that
pensive.
koozie is a trademarked.
Stop saying koozie.
Woozies, woozies, floozies. They're floozies. I don't know.
Well, wait, we should get some ADR so they can
Okay.
they can replace it later.
Drink holder. Drink holder?
Cozy.
Drink holder.
Wait, hold, could we also just get some room noise?
Okay, good.
Okay.
That's all I've got to talk about tonight.
Is that all?
What do we call them? Drink sleeve?
She is a car wreck in motion.
Drink holders.
It's amazing.
Yeah, okay.
Every time Laura talks, it's just a car wreck.
Drink holder.
They look.
Drink holder.
Aren't they so cute?
Drink cuddlers.
Drink cuddle.
Okay, sorry, I'm done.
Well then, that being the case, let's go ahead and jump into tonight's episode of Critical Role.
When are they going to introduce the new intro? It's so cool.
And welcome back. So, last we left off, the strange crew of wayward adventurers had come together,
Hi, how's it going? Welcome to the
met
stream,
themselves
Talier
a group
012.
helmed
Welcome
by
back.
Sir Bertrand Bell, then lost Sir Bertrand Bell.
Thank you
Went
for tuning
searching
in.
for
I wasn't expecting you. I
vengeance on the
appreciate
one
you
that
being
took
here.
his life. Through the right questions, the right contacts, located
Are you also
the
a critter?
abode of this strange, dark, seemingly corrupted dwarf, and managed to, indeed, find vengeance for him. Upon returning and giving this information to Lord Eric's Esteros,
Need to swallow first.
he
I'm
one,
doing
thank you
great.
for doing so.
I'm relaxing.
Paid you a
Earlier had
bounty
kind of a
that he felt was
up and down pattern. I couldn't decide if I was
necessary and
feeling
right, given
like
the
very
circumstances.
masculine or feminine or whatever, and I kind of bounced and ricocheted
mentioned
and
that
flew
he
all
was
over the place.
still working on
And I
a
couldn't
few
figure
of
out
the
which
requests
direction I
that were
wanted to
made
go
of
with
the
it
group,
or how I was
but
feeling.
was making headway and should have updates some point in the near future.
But I'm okay now.
And you were then
was busy,
where we left off.
and now I finally
Heading
got my
out
first food of the
into
day, which is
nice
terrible
air
for you.
of the city of Drusar to rest your wounds.
Thank you so much for tuning
and
in.
whatever else events you wish to utilize to wind down after a very, very long
I appreciate you I
day.
appreciate you being here.
So, as you all step out into the night air,
I can't talk. I don't know
the
why.
faint mists beginning to slowly rise around the
The
streets
volume
and the jungle
on-
below. What would you like to do?
I don't know how the volume is.
Inspired by fire.
Works for me.
All right.
Sounds good to me.
Alrighty. You all eventually head to
I hope my
the
audio levels are
familiar
okay.
interior of the Spire by Fire, where the familiar burning hearth on the far end of the now bustling interior and the sounds of laughter and conversation greet you. You eventually settle within, find yourself a comfortable table that is not taken, and amongst the boisterous, if somewhat solemn atmosphere given the circumstances that brought you here not but maybe a day or two before.
Okay.
You get
I
around
just
to
wanted
drinks,
to check my audio levels.
some food, and the space is yours.
Well, that was an eventful couple of.
Are you
couple
a
of
fan?
days, huh?
Are you a fan of Critical Role, D&D?
Sure was.
I'm just curious. Sorry, I don't mean to be asking, too many direct questions. I hope that's okay.
All strung together.
And you don't have to answer if you don't want to.
Well,
It's
it seems
entirely
like
up to
we're
you.
doing this then.
What's this?
Whatever this fucking is.
Oh, this. What is this?
I got a great idea. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I'm going to order 7 shots.
All right. Ishir kind of gives you the nod and says, "Yeah, what is he looking for?"
7 of your whatever's cheapest.
Alrighty, I'll go ahead and pull it up for you. Goes
Actually, just bring the bottle. This is gonna be a thing.
I like that. Bottle charge up. Goes ahead and grabs a handful of small
Aw,
glass
that's okay.
receptacles and a.
If you can't
somewhat
tell, I'm a
sloshy-looking
huge
dark
fan of
brown
D&D
liquid that
and
settles
tabletop
within
RPGs.
A faintly
And Critical Role.
green,
Ugh.
clear bottle that looks like it may have cracked.
A
at one
dream
point
of
and has
mine
been
would be
reaffixed
to
with
even
some sort
be
of
in the
a,
same room with these
medical
people,
wrapping, but
let
it
alone
functions.
if I could
Sits at the
ever
table,
role
scatters the
play
glasses
with
out,
them.
This kind of
Or do a
wide,
project.
lion-like
I want to get
grin,
into voice
smiling,
acting.
looks across the
So if
table.
I were to do a voice acting
Well, as long as
project and
Ashton's taking care
be in
of
the
you,
same room
you're
with
all
these
gonna have a
people
good
doing voices for characters, oh my god, that
So,
would be.
We're gonna play a little game that I learned a few years
I
ago.
would probably like faint. I'd probably
It's
pass the
called-
fuck out and be
at
on the
least
floor.
What we call it is, what the fuck is up with that?
All right.
Lowest roll has to answer a question truthfully and not too vaguely. Highest roll gets to ask it. And then we drink.
Are there stipulations
Got it.
to the drinking? Like, do you drink whether you
I
win
like this
or you
idea.
lose, or do you just
Everybody
drink?
drinks.
All right.
Unless we want to try and slow this down or anything. That's
Can I have a cigarette now?
yeah, we can just fill you up again. That's fine.
Prime the pump.
If we're gonna be doing
Wet
this,
the whistle.
If you like, it can just be who asks and who answers.
no.
Now I
I'm
just want
fine
to
with
drink
it,
with
I just-
them.
I would very much like if we were maybe outside.
Oh, was it loud?
Yeah, the more I drink, it'll just get harder and harder. So
Oh.
if we could just sit outside,
Are
that'd
we
be.
in an area that is
I just.
you're uncomfortable?
I feel like
Is
you
there a
said we
floor
were in the
that's
middle of the
currently
room.
open that we can just take? This is 6 stories.
There, you can go ahead and find a private room if you'd
Yeah,
like
that'd
to.
be great.
Like a karaoke room.
Oh wow, thank you, thank you.
6
That's-
stories of tavern. There's got to be an empty room. Okay.
Yeah, yeah. Well, the entire establishment is 6 stories, but there is kind of an elevated floor up top where you can get a little bit of distance and the music is quieter. You find the space up kind of in the second overlooking space, not unlike the backgrounds behind you.
See what
You find these, a handful of scattered tables that aren't as lively as the central floor, which feels connected to the energy of the city outside. So when you come up here, it's a bit empty, a bit cold. You see a handful of people that are intentionally kind of sticking to the shadows, and either in the process of gambling quietly or having
Deutsch
clandestine meetings and conversations that just
Ich
watches you enter the space and then go back to their
Ich
quiet, hushed,
Deutsch
monotone
für
conversations.
What does this shirt
But there is
say?
a table a little bit away from the chaos here where you can feel a little more comfortable.
Is this better for you?
This is wonderful. Thank you.
Are those
What is Deutsch
two
für ich?
folks in the corner too much? If they get to be, we can scare them off.
I don't know.
Imogen, is it like a proximity?
Yeah, like if I'm around too many people, it just gets a little uncomfortable, you know? The
how-
farther away I
I
get,
mean,
the
that's
less
a
it-
pretty understandable
Okay.
thing. Some people
How
are
far
just
back is good?
overloaded with social
I
noise
really
and
like
things.
not being in the city at all.
I mean, being a telepath, I
But
imagine, would
if
make
we're
that even
here,
worse.
This is a good distance.
This is exactly how the game is played, by the way.
It's-
Don't have to use proper nouns for any place or anybody if you don't want to incriminate anybody who is not yourself. But if it's about you, you got to talk about it. Are we ready?
No tapping out.
No tapping out.
No tapping out? I mean,
Do we drink before we ask the questions?
Depends on how hard the question is.
Okay.
Wait, I have one more question.
What if you don't drink?
That's the question.
Yeah, I'll just fake it.
what happens if you do?
I'm just going to take a handful of copper coins,
Thank you, Ashton. That's very kind.
one per round.
All right.
All right. Would you break down if you did drink?
Well, I don't know. If I drank a lot, maybe, but I think we'll just kind of fall down my face.
Up and out, maybe just seep out some of the...
Like Cookie Monster.
Oh, we could try. Let's try.
Okay.
All right, I'm gonna do a shot and see what happens to the liquid.
Oh no.
Okay. It vanishes inside you.
Can you feel it sloshing?
Can I feel it sloshing?
Do you move around a little bit?
Sure.
Yeah, it sloshes.
Oh, I can hear it.
Wonder what's gonna happen to it next. There's no real out.
Is it dripping?
Is there any kind of like?
There's no real
like,
out.
Sparks or like anything bad happening?
Roll a perception check.
Do we need to flip you upside down?
Oh, that's a perception. That's a 18.
18. You give a very rapid, very intense glance, kind of just scanning the exterior of fresh cut grass, and no immediate signs of any sort of errant leakage.
I'm no mechanic, but you look all right.
Do you have like a small wonder flap somewhere? You can see the I'd love to see your insides.
You'd love to see my insides?
Yes.
I can be opened up for repairs and stuff, but it's a little bit of a difficult process. You need tools and stuff.
That hurt.
I love how forward Fern can be.
Same.
She's just straightforward, right into it. Like, I want to see your
with
insides.
Was the little brother in there? Yeah, same. Anyway.
Addendum to the rule also, if you have something you absolutely want to ask, you can challenge somebody, but if you roll lower, you have to answer a question from them, and they can take suggestions.
Are we rolling your standard D7 on this, or what kind of?
Rollies.
This is just straight rollies.
Oh, cool. Do we all have dice?
We all have our rollies
Here.
dice, yeah.
In your shot glass. I don't know why this is a.
It's a big hit in Marquette rollies.
Everyone plays rollies.
Everyone keeps it in their pocket just in case. It's like pop.
Everybody's got one. I don't have one right now.
Cannon.
I don't have my dice right now.
we
That's
going?
incredible.
Yep.
What do we do? We just roll. We're just rollies.
4,
I think you're gonna answer.
16.
15.
10.
7.
5.
10.
Shit.
Wait, who's you're asking?
I
Wait.
guess I'm asking.
So the highest asks, the lowest answers.
And we all
unless you
drink
unless you
regardless.
challenge somebody directly.
This is my nightmare.
It has to be one person directly.
Yep.
I want to do this at a party. I want to do
Alright.
rollies for questions.
No, you have to ask him.
Oh, right.
It's such a rule breaker.
I rolled the lowest. New game.
We can open it up to. If you want, we can open it up to highest gets to ask.
Start with the basics.
All right.
This is advanced rollies.
It's one of the alternate rolls.
Does she have to say what the fuck is up with that before she asks the question? Is that part of? I love rules.
You have to say it at the end. Oh, okay. And we can suggest.
Oh, we can suggest questions?
Yeah.
No!
Because there's much I'd like to know.
No!
You roll.
Your clothes. Very fancy.
That is a statement, yes.
Keep them very clean.
True.
Almost as if you come from wealth. What the fuck is up with that?
I don't know what you mean. I am but a
I
humble
love it.
bard.
I've never seen a bard in that nice of clothes.
Yes, yes. My family has some money, yes.
Where'd they get it?
Where does anyone get money? Generational. Let's call it that. Inherited wealth.
Are you a lord?
Lord's a broad term.
That's not a no.
A
You didn't say
noble of
That's
some
not
sort?
a no, yeah.
Are you a prince?
Oh no, I am certainly not.
Really.
Wait, are you maybe a prince? Are we getting this?
Is a prince broader than lord? Is it prince a
Great.
subcategory of lord?
It's less official than that.
I'm doing this at a party.
Let's say I'm
Next time I go to a
second
party,
in line
it's going to be a drinking
very
game called
prominent
Rollies.
family with a lot of money that you have probably never heard of.
Doesn't he have to answer more than that?
No, it's, I mean, unless there's an addendum waiting, or if there's a specific title, but it doesn't actually
We
have
can
to use
ask for
proper nouns.
clarification.
Clarification, but no
if he
proper
is-
nouns.
How long does one round of what the fuck is up with that last?
Until we're satisfied.
All right.
Wait a second. I have a slightly different attack here. Are you uncomfortable to talk about your family like this? It seems like you'd be proud to come from a fabled noble tradition.
I'm proud of my family. My family is full of good people. But sometimes it's not enough.
What do you mean?
It's good to be good. It's fine to be good. It's fine to do all the things that are expected of you, but
Where
My
is
life is my
Travis's
life,
character?
I would rather be here with you drinking this diarrhea water looking booze than to be with my family, even though they are good, nice, wealthy people.
So, if I may, expectations were put on you, and you're sort of going your own path to forge a personal identity apart from them?
Sounds cliche when you put it that way.
No. I'm just.
No, not exactly. More like expectations I put on myself that I would never be able to fulfill within my family. So, I found it easier
Can
to be
understand
on my own.
and relate
And I've
to
been
some
for
of
a
that.
while, until I realized on your own isn't quite as fun as I thought it would be. It's better with friends.
That answer was Rollies free.
I feel pretty satisfied with that.
Yeah.
Rollies. Cheers.
You don't have to go twice.
Oh, to Dorian.
To Dorian.
Oh, I've already had two. Thank you. Water,
Prince
please.
Dorian. Wow, real life.
Has a nice ring.
I've never
to it.
known a prince before.
Damn.
That's hot.
It's right here. Prince Dorian.
What was that term?
Cocked.
What's that mean?
It means that your rollie was a little janky, and so you have to roll it again because you can't tell what number it was actually on.
Why do you use the word cock for that?
Why wouldn't you?
I got a 17.
Well,
I got a 12.
I got an 18.
17.
13.
No, Tim. No, Tim.
You're absolved.
No,
You're
thank
absolved.
you, thank you. They can't have double rollies.
I'm 12. Is anyone lower?
And we got two 17s.
And an 18.
Oh, an 18. Oh, wow. Excuse me.
Okay, so I'm asking the questions
Oh no.
to you.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Very shy over here, this one.
Oh, very.
What to ask you?
Whatever you ask, they will say fuck in their answer.
That's fucking true.
It's the name of the game.
Okay, this is just a very simple question. Have you ever been in love before?
You have to end it with
What the
fuck is up with that.
what the fuck is up with
That
that?
was so good. Have I ever been in love before? Huh. You know, I don't know.
There.
Not
That's
fair.
probably a no.
Not fair.
It's very hard to know sometimes, I think.
If you don't know, then you probably haven't been,
I
right?
thought I was in love before, but I don't know if I ever actually was.
Would you care to elaborate?
Sometimes it is very easy to misconstrue friendship for love, lust for love. It's very amorphous. I have a hard time defining it to begin with. And there's only really a couple situations where it might
What's
have
his
even applied.
intelligence again? 12. All right,
Makes a lot
it's
of sense
slightly
to me.
above average.
Do you still think about this person or
It's
persons?
very high for a barbarian.
Not really, on occasion, but not really.
How long ago is this?
10 years, give or take.
You know, I don't think I've ever been in love either. I mean, that's not true. I deeply love Imogen.
It's a very broad word, isn't it?
It is.
It's always bothered me.
Should we think of a new word?
I mean, for every
love.
different, it depends on which.
There's a lot. It's like an umbrella word.
It is an umbrella word.
There's lots of
romantic love, though, and you're
I think so. I think so.
Yeah, it's the difference between.
But now you've sort
love
of
and
broadened my thoughts on it.
I've had a group of friends before. That's what I'll say.
Did you love them?
In the way one loves a group of friends, sure.
What were they called again?
That counts.
Nobody's.
The nobody.
The Nobodies.
That's a good name.
It was a good crew.
How'd
We
they
need to
come by
think
it?
of a name for our crew.
How did they come by it? We.
Sorry, I didn't roll for that.
No, it's okay. I'll keep going. We all grew up together. We all kind of had a shit time. And it was a nickname that stuck. And we thought it was kind of fucking funny.
And what happened to the Nobodies?
They left town,
Except you.
except me.
How come?
Why?
Damn.
That's another question.
Shall we?
Fair. I love this idea, and I want to do this for every campaign. I want to do rollies for
Over
questions.
here.
Oh, it's so good.
Hey, look at that.
Oh, that's a good.
18.
19.
2.
4.
But I already went, so it's up to.
Oh, it's
Yeah.
me? Oh, so you
So-
get to ask her?
I guess so.
I like this game so
Oh
much.
boy.
It's
Boy, I
great.
don't know much about you,
It's
Fern.
so good.
Yeah, I know, but where to start?
I always assume you have
It's
questions
just
about
all
everybody.
So
I do, but so
fascinating.
many,
We
it's
just
hard to-
don't know.
Narrow it down to one.
Okay.
I mean, if we're doing this, some people have a great regret in their life. What the fuck is up with that? What's yours?
Oh, wow.
I don't think I've ever gotten you to say fuck before. That's great.
Well,
That's what the rules.
Do I have a regret?
It's the rules. Fresh cut grass said fuck.
Boy, that's a good question. I do have some regrets, and I guess some of them I don't know how comfortable I feel like talking about yet. Oh.
Stumped you.
I guess I'm having a hard time answering this question.
Well, I can change it up. I don't want to
Give me
make you
another
feel
one.
uncomfortable.
No. Give me another one.
How about this? What
Does
did you?
that count?
I have to take
No.
another shot, but we'll talk about
I'll
it.
drink more.
I don't mean to pry, but this has also been bugging me. What did y'all come to town to do?
Yeah, what the fuck is up with that?
What the fuck is up with that?
Well, a lot of that is not my story, but we came here to visit this beautiful place and to meet up with some friends of Orem and to check out how great this town is.
Boy, oh boy.
I'm
What the fuck is up with that?
I guess I'm not very good at answering questions.
I'll try a third one. Maybe
Oh, no.
we'll go easier. How about easier?
Drink again, I'll allow it.
Okay.
love her so much. Refused, lied. True face spirit.
How about this? How does it feel when you steal something?
Oh, okay.
What the fuck is up with that?
Everybody just
Well,
wants to
you know,
hear
it's not-
fresh cut grass say
It's
fuck.
not necessarily a thing of, you know, the taking it that's exciting. I just like having things. And where I come from in my bedroom, I keep all of my trinkets everywhere that I've taken from all of my travels.
But is there a reason why you like being surrounded by so many things? Were you deprived of things as a younger?
No, not at all.
It just gives you comfort to be surrounded by stuff.
There's so many wonderful things in the world.
Wait, you have a bedroom? I always thought you just walk around in circles and lay in a patch of grass or something.
I can sleep anywhere. It's really a great skill.
What's your bedroom look like?
Oh, it's just beautiful. I have a large window that I would look out of every day, and just decorated so beautifully. And I lived with my grandmother.
Oh, who's she?
Her name is Maury. She's Maury, and she's lovely.
Where did you hail from again?
I'm from the Feywild.
Oh, that's right. Did you mention that before? I can't remember.
I don't know if I did.
Where is that far off?
Mm-hmm.
It's very far off.
Wow.
Okay. Well, who's next?
Something about the question of what fucks up with that? The classic song. Man,
I haven't
funk
rolled
that.
this good this entire campaign thus far. I just want to point that out.
6,
I think I might.
4.
Every time I turn on the
1. 11 over here.
17.
Ooh.
16.
Unless someone's got higher.
But you already know everything about
I
her.
do know a lot about
No,
her.
wait. Which one of you two got the lowest?
I got a 1.
There's always another layer of the onion.
We could make another addendum. If you didn't want to keep asking questions, you could take the next lowest number. But I feel like it might be fun.
I do have a question, actually.
All right.
And I'm
You don't need to play
sorry.
rollies with me in order to ask me a question.
I know, but I'm just going to take advantage of it. How are you feeling about your father and everything? Yes, with the Chantry, the Hussar, Hubat Corsair. Genuinely, what the fuck was up with that? We haven't talked about this.
Yeah.
You had to give over your father's name for collateral. What is gonna happen?
It does make me a little nervous.
What the fuck do I know?
I don't know.
I mean, I got a good feeling off of the people in there. Like, they didn't strike me as the type that would just go out and destroy my life for no reason. So unless we do something horrible to them, I don't think we have much to worry about.
All right.
I
Is
hope.
it,
It's fair.
sorry to bust in on your fuck us up with that, but is home far off?
I mean, it's a distance. They'd have to travel a bit in order to get there, you know. It's up in the,
This is why I keep mine right in front of me.
Talent Highlands! That's up in the Talent Highlands!
She gets really excited about her hometown.
Excited! It's just so high and beautiful!
Do you feel like you tend to get a good reading off people, or are you a poor judge of character? Or?
Well, she can read their mind,
It's funny
Well-
when, you know,
sort of.
you're actively blocking out their thoughts. If you let it down for a second, you can get the true nature of people pretty fast. I try not to do it, you know, too often. It can get bad, but I mean, when I was growing up, when this started, people can be awful. They can seem so nice, but they can be awful. Yeah, so, I'm not feeling too worried.
All right.
About my dad. Plus, he's, you know, why would they go after him, you know? So,
Do you think he's doing well? I know we left in kind of a hurry.
yeah, I think he's,
You know, it was probably a long time coming. He was probably happy that I'm gone. And he might be doing a bit better now that I'm not there.
What the fuck's up with that?
I feel like there's some context necessary for this.
What happened? You have a falling out with your pa?
No, my dad's great. And he tried, you know,
That accent.
when
Jesus.
things started happening, and I wasn't like that growing up, you know, I didn't have all of this. I don't know why it started. It was hard for
puberty.
him, you know, because I didn't want to be around very many people. And he just kind of, he distanced himself because he knew it made me more comfortable. And, you know, the people in town started talking, and I think he tried to distance himself socially as well for a while to try to, you know, not his fault, totally.
From you or from the people in town?
A little bit of both, you know.
Was that very lonely for you?
It was for a while, yeah. But it was really bad there for a while. You know, when Lonnie came to town, it was the first time I'd really felt any peace for a long time. So, yeah. I don't know why I didn't think to get out of town faster. It was actually really great when we left.
How long have you guys been traveling together?
Just 2 years.
Yeah, just over 2 years now.
We're pretty good at being hermits together. It's nice.
Drinks?
I'm satisfied. All right.
Who's next?
Oh.
Oh boy. I need to roll higher.
God, keep rolling right in the middle.
9.
10.
13.
Ooh.
Someone's
Here we go.
favorite.
Here we go. Here we go.
Who's the highest
I
roll?
think it's Fern asking Orm.
Oh. Should I go?
I was the
on that?
highest.
13, right?
13?
That was the highest roll.
Wow. Oh boy, I
That's
feel like
pretty
I know
rough.
a lot about you as well.
If you can't think of a question, I've got one.
Yeah, we've
You
got
do?
tons
Yeah.
of
All
them.
right,
Yeah, go for it.
What are you doing in town? What are you trying to get done? What the fuck is up with that?
That's what
Turn the
really
screws.
Boy, Fern, I feel like you can't just left the door open.
I'm really sorry.
Could've asked him what his
But
favorite
it's
color was, I
probably-
suppose.
Yeah.
If you're too uncomfortable to talk about,
You could always take a drink, and then we can ask you something else.
again the exact same question.
You get to
Oh,
answer
what's
it.
a drink and I get to skip the question?
I'll drink with you.
I'll answer the question.
You'll answer the question?
zone of truth.
A little bit. A little bit'll do. It's what the fuck am I doing here in town?
What the fuck are you trying to get accomplished in town? You don't have to use any proper names if you don't want to. And you don't have to incriminate anybody.
I am on a bit of a fact-finding mission, I guess. I represent my home,
Shari.
right? And somebody
The air,
fucked with my
Shari.
home,
Ooh.
and I'm here because some breadcrumbs maybe are leading here.
To
That's
the person
empty.
responsible for messing with your home?
Maybe.
Like, in what way? Did they just destroy the village, or did they...
No,
Village, I don't know. Is it a town? Is it
it's pretty big, hard to reach. Pretty powerful folk there. Just there's rumors on the wind of similar trouble here. Maybe, and I've just been sent to sort of sniff it out.
So, like, you're high up in this city, or
The city's high. That's not what you mean.
like they decided to send you for some reason?
Yeah, are you the chief enforcer or some
Sheriff.
master
Of the Shari.
Yeah.
Well, I'm good with this, but no, I'm not in charge or anything. I happen to be traveling already for a while. That's how I stumbled into these two.
We did get to see his hometown, and it's quite lovely.
No, but I spent time around the people in charge, and because they knew that I was traveling, they just thought that I was a good candidate.
Follow up, if I may. You don't have. It seems like you want to go easy on the details, which is fine. But I'm just curious. If you don't succeed, are you worried most about disappointing someone or disappointing yourself?
Yeah. But I'm gonna do what I can. And I'll do it while I'm traveling with these two. And maybe with you guys for a bit, if that's okay.
Well, we can help if we know what to look for.
In fact, I'm not sure what our next plans are.
Well, yeah.
Maybe we should keep that into consideration.
Well, good old Arix is, I think, able to introduce me to someone I'm here to find.
Oh.
But also,
Okay.
there's a lot of holes under this place. What the fuck is up with that?
Literally and figuratively.
Yeah.
Follow-up question. Can I stop telling people we're on vacation?
I think we can all tell I'm not the greatest at lying sometimes, so.
I was fooled.
Thank you.
Did anybody actually believe y'all were on vacation? Probably no.
No? Didn't work?
Not even close.
But it's a thought that counts.
Yeah.
I don't know many people that go on
Wow.
vacation with swords.
Really? Oh, I know plenty.
Two more rounds at least. We got 2 more rounds.
I should
Well,
say
it's just
that
you and me, right?
I've been rolling
haven't.
and I am rolling poorly in my attempts to keep my wall up.
Mm-hmm.
So I would say I'm probably getting open mind at this point.
One more drink, and I think you'll cross that threshold.
Why don't y'all roll, because only me and Laudna are left to answer.
Correct.
Maybe y'all should just roll to see who asks.
Should we just roll between the two of us?
Yeah, to see who answers first. Double rollies.
Double rollies.
3.
16.
So does that mean you? Well, you choose.
Just
I think you answer first.
You answer.
Okay, I answer first.
16.
Oh, I got a 20. I have a question.
Sounds legit.
Yeah,
It was a 20. It is a 20.
Yeah. I've traveled a decent amount, probably not as much as some. One time, I met someone sort of like you.
Really? Where was that?
Someone visited home.
Oh.
But they were nothing like you. And I'm just still kind of blown away. I don't know what I'm asking. I don't know how old you are. I don't know how you came to be. Are the people, are the others that you talked about, Oatmeal and Pussy, are they the only ones you ever meet? And apple pie, sorry.
That's right.
I really like oatmeal.
Are they the only ones like me I ever knew?
Yeah, or are there more? Or where do you come from? And what the fuck is up with that?
Well,
go.
it up. I.
Stop it.
I.
What's happening?
That.
Is this how he dodges questions?
No, not at all.
Are you okay?
I just don't.
You have no memory.
Do you not have access to that?
You don't have access.
Access? What do you mean?
I don't understand these.
What does it mean?
Sounds right. It
Fern
sounds
and I
right.
don't really know.
I don't know what I'm saying.
Actually, we're just really excited.
Okay. I can pick this up.
Dancer created me.
I asked too much. Do you know how old you are?
I was with Dancer for almost 2 years. So 2.
All right.
Okay.
Or 2.
Well, yeah, but you know, I don't age like y'all, so.
Careful, she loves babies.
I can addendum into this.
Those babies.
Can I just come here?
If it makes you feel good, then yes, of course.
You're sloshy.
I can hear the water, the drink in there.
I have a question. Can I ask a question?
Can you ask a question?
I'm sorry. Can I ask a question?
Can I get another round for my friend here, please?
You got the bottle. You got the bottle. There
Yes,
you go.
my
There you
lord.
go.
Can I ask a question?
I have to ask you a question first. Does he power down ever?
Sleep mode. Sleep mode.
Go into a stasis state.
When you're in sleep mode, do you dream?
Good question.
Whoa!
Boy, oh boy, that is a great question.
Wow. Is it sheep?
Is it sheep?
Is it open?
You know what? I don't think I've ever dreamed
Is it
yet.
open?
But
Is
then
it
again,
pussy?
maybe I haven't. I just don't know what it's like. Dreaming is. I've heard y'all soul-touched folks talk about it. It's like memories and stuff that you have at night, right?
Sometimes.
Sometimes.
Or
just be.
or imaginations.
But sometimes it doesn't make sense.
Mostly it doesn't make sense.
Yeah.
I
Mostly.
don't see any reason why I would have one, but I don't see any reason why I would not. I just haven't yet, I don't think.
Do you ever wake up and sometimes you're just in such a bad, awful mood and you don't know why?
No.
Sometimes that can be a dream. And you're just thrown off all day. I thought maybe.
No, why would you start the day with a sourpuss?
It's a good question.
Maybe you should intentionally shoot for it. Like sometimes you can, like before you go into stasis, just have an intention.
An intention like something to think about, or
I'm going to have a dream. I'm going to dream about, I don't know, something, whatever the fuck you like.
all right, this is a great goal.
Yeah.
I can do that tonight.
I think it's a great idea.
If you ever have a dream, let us know.
You okay?
I'm fine.
I'm gonna
turn off closed
surreptitiously
captions because I just
finish
realized they're
Dorian's
slightly
drink.
like
So he has less.
skewered.
Also, this whole time I've been gathering scrap chicken bones, and I've been other leftovers, and I've been kind of under the table just spinning some of my twine.
Terrifying. Great. All right.
All right.
Little Blair Witch doll.
Yeah.
Sort of thing.
Who gets to ask the last question?
Yeah. Are those
It's
teeth?
not finished.
Rollies.
Rollies. Who
Rollies
gets to ask the
for
last
final
one?
question.
Boo.
Dang.
11.
7.
2.
17.
13.
You go.
Did you roll?
Oh wait, but she knows you already. I rolled a 19.
Oh.
Do it.
Yeah, you probably got a good one.
Yeah.
Oh, there's really, I don't know much about you, Laudna, at all.
You don't.
You're from a place called Whitestone? That's kind of all I know. Boy, what do we ask? I need to huddle up with everybody else for a
No,
second.
no. This we can give.
What's
we can give
good
suggestions.
here? It's a deep well.
It's a deep well.
Has she always been that way, or did some shit happen? Is a good.
I don't want to probe into her,
It's literally
physical.
what we're here. I mean, we just probed into yours. I wouldn't have. I'm
okay
well aware
with
of
that,
what
but-
I've got going on.
You can ask me anything.
All right.
I'm not.
Yeah.
Are
too
you
shy.
dead? What the fuck is up with that?
The phrasing. That's amazing. Are you dead? Wow. Blunt
I'm
as
not
fuck.
entirely sure. I think
Oh
so.
man. That delivery.
You're dead?
I think I'm like some cross in between life and death. Not
Elaborate.
totally alive, but
What
not
happened?
totally dead. Well, I definitely died.
Wait, okay.
And then I just.
How did that happen? Well, okay, so you just tell your story. You tell your story.
I died, and then
Matt's like, oh boy, settle
woke
in.
up. I woke up and was surrounded by a lot of other corpses, and all of Whitestone was just in a complete panic, run amok, just death and disease and nightmare everywhere. And I didn't know what happened, so I ran. But yeah, I haven't really aged.
How long ago was that?
30 years.
30 years!
So you were this age when you died.
How old were you when you passed away?
20?
And do you know happen to know how long you were dead for?
I don't think long. 48 hours, couple days.
So you're 50.
I'm 50.
Do you remember anything about your previous life?
Oh yes.
Well, you do.
All of it.
Okay.
You're not
Absolutely.
you're not just an elf or.
No, I was a human.
How can you be dead?
And who brought you back and how?
Weird fucking.
You said you
then you
died and then you woke up. Whoa, there was a bit in between there.
Yes. Yes, I always had innate magical capabilities when I was a young girl, and so I don't know. I think whatever happened in Whitestone on that night, I think I got hit with some sort of necromantic magic. It was like a blast. It just, I don't know, started, just kind of hit me. And then I was alive. But here, look. I'm gonna grab. Can you feel things?
Yeah, sure.
You feel like a heartbeat every like 20 seconds.
Oh, you're very athletic.
Yes.
So your heart does beat.
It does, just very.
You have
slowly.
hopes. You have fears. You have loves.
Of course.
Sounds like you're alive to me.
Yeah, I mean,
Died. Was everything at home good before everything went bad, or were things bad?
It was complicated. We were simple farmers on the outskirts of town and lived a very humble life. Didn't have a lot of money, and as such, my parents were a bit naive. They weren't really connected to the going-ons and the political specter of Whitestone, and I think we just kind of walked into a bit of a trap. They were wanting to give me a better life, and they knew that their daughter, magical capabilities, could maybe go forth and become something more. Unfortunately, the stewards of Whitestone at the time had different opinions.
Do your parents know what happened to you?
They're dead.
Any family left?
I don't think so.
All right.
No.
I'm very sorry.
These people in Whitestone, the stewards you said,
Yes.
they killed you?
Mm-hmm. The Briarwoods.
Briarwoods.
Mm-hmm.
We should find them and.
Oh, they're gone. They're long dead too.
Oh.
One of them kind of pops in my head though every now and then.
What's that mean?
oh,
Say that again.
What?
Voices in my head.
Oh, kind of like.
Different.
Kinda.
It's, I think
that's
it's why we bonded so quickly, and I think just whatever
that's a tell. That's an
magical
interesting.
bond we have just works.
The Briarwoods
2 years
just
together.
blink into her head
What were you
occasionally.
doing
Like, what?
for the previous 20
What?
years?
Just running from town to town. I would go and I would find the little shacks in the woods that were abandoned, and then I would fix them up, and then inevitably the town would be like, oh, there's a witch in the woods, oh, kill her, Lorelei, blah. And then some cleric would come, or holy person would come and be like, oh, days, the undead witch, blah. And I would run, and I would do that again and again and again.
What an interesting life.
Very repetitive. Yes. It was very much a little cabin fixer-upper type of lifestyle.
But you're okay now being dead? Like, it doesn't cause you sadness anymore?
This is the wildest conversation, I swear.
Yeah, no, it's this game always ends well.
I think I've just gotten used to it, you know? Been surrounded by death for quite some time now, so.
Wow.
That's fucking great. That was a great fucking story.
That was a great game.
Did I do it right?
That was really good,
was
actually.
so good. Thank you, Ashton, for that amazing idea.
I love that game. That was the shit.
Fuck, that's the end of that one.
Now what do we do?
I think now we sleep this off and see how we feel in the morning. Is everyone okay after that last one? Does anyone feel like they want to get into more trouble? I don't think I'm up to getting into more trouble.
Well, would you play us a song, my lord?
Oh, Prince Dorian, please play us a beautiful song. I can't wait to hear.
Do not like that nickname.
Do you know Jordan Fetch My Whiskey by any chance?
Jordan Fetch My Whiskey? Is that a joke? He's Jordan, right? No? Never mind. I'm going to tune my lute, but I am not tuning my lute. It's like boing, 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 boing. It's really out of tune. It's very bad.
How about something from your childhood?
Oh. Yeah, like one of your royal songs.
I'll pull out the flute.
Okay.
And, I will try to play a lovely Genasi ballad.
Go for it. Go ahead and roll a performance check.
Fingers crossed. It is not lovely. It's all right. It's 13.
13's fine.
Yeah,
13's
I
great.
forgot how high my modifier was. Yes.
Yeah.
13 for a slash guy. It's not bad.
It's not too bad.
No.
Jazz's Chaos Store.
Asshole.
Oh my god. This is chaos.
Dorian's failed performance check.
Hurtful.
That's awesome.
All right, I'll toot my flute for whatever a 13 can get me.
Well,
That's great.
Would you like to describe the mood it carries?
Yeah, it's obviously a little loose, but it's light more than anything. It's slightly dissonant. You know, if you're listening to it and you're watching the fire, you could almost be fooled to think that the sound and the rhythm is affecting the way the flame moves, and it's very peaceful. It's not quite a lullaby, but it does put your heart at ease when you hear it. This motherfucker.
If someone were perchance accidentally reading your thoughts while you were playing this music, would what sort of emotions would you be feeling on the inside right now?
Well, you are welcome to roll a wisdom saving throw if you wish to resist it.
Do I feel? That's a good. Does one feel this when you?
It's less about them actively resisting it and more if they're
Yeah,
guarded.
I'm not trying to push into your thoughts right now.
It's private, but I'll roll against it since it's private.
Okay, you are pretty trashed.
Okay.
So I'll say it's a disadvantage.
Yep. Not gonna need it. That's a 1.
Open book.
Yes.
What?
You want to whisper to me?
Whisper.
Yeah, go over and
Yeah.
whisper into you. Yeah.
Okay.
That's exciting. Woo! Robbie whispers.
I've been sitting on this all week. It worked better than I could have hoped.
Yeah, good job, Towson.
Besides
Good fucking
NordVPN,
job.
which is fantastic, Kith and Kin is available now at criticalrolebooks.com. Don't forget ghostfiregaming.com/fables-critical role.
Yep.
And other things.
And other.
All right, to bed, and then we decide in the morning where we're going, or should we tell where we're going now so that Matt knows what the fuck to think about?
I'll figure it out.
Okay. Was it Matt bring me another whiskey? Oh, it was Jordan. Jordan fetched me. Matt fetched me a
You hear
whiskey.
the heavy, familiar footsteps of Sheer come up to the second floor with another bottle and be like, "Hey, you're gonna need another."
No, I think we're gonna just rooms. I think we're good.
All right, how many rooms we got? 7 separate rooms.
Oh, we can.
Oh, we're good.
We'll share.
We'll share.
Did you guys wanna?
We could do what we did on the road.
Yeah.
The airship.
3 rooms.
All right, all right.
3 big rooms.
Yeah, 3 big rooms. If you wouldn't mind, that'll put you at say golden half.
I think I.
I have it. It's fine.
Oh wow. Okay.
Oh,
Thank you
okay.
kindly, miss.
You're welcome.
Good job, Fern.
I like this place.
Sleep it off well. Heads
May I
back
also
down still.
have that extra
See you at
bottle?
breakfast.
What the?
May I also have the extra bottle, please?
Oh, well, that'll run you. We'll say you're about 5 gold for the bottle.
Okay, great. I'll give you 10 silver instead.
Make a persuasion check.
Can I pay you in ones?
Nine.
Yeah, no, sorry, honey. That's not how it works. It's I have to make a profit to keep the business running, and paid more than that for the bottle when it was supplied to me.
I understand. I'm not
There's a
from
margin
here,
of-
so.
But 5 gold.
I got this. 5
No, no,
gold.
no,
5
that's
gold.
too much,
Too
that's too
fucking
much.
late. Too fucking late. 5
Okay,
gold.
okay.
You got a good friend here in Ashton. I'm glad you got a friend, Ashton.
I'm glad you got a friend,
Charge
Ashton.
me less if I had asked. Just saying. Yeah.
Keys are distributed. You have the 3 rooms at your disposal.
Before we depart, I grabbed Dorian. I know you were feeling just so guilty about poor Bertrand. And I just, here, I just wanted you to have this.
Oh, what?
And it's a Bertrand doll made with
I knew it.
chicken bones,
shit.
and I took the
That is
hair that
dark.
I cut off of Bertrand to make his actual hair.
Oh no.
True Detective season 5.
And he's got a little cane. Maybe you'll remind him of you when you get sad.
Oh, Lord, no.
Oh, Lord, no.
He is lovely. You are so talented.
Stop.
I will treasure tiny Bertrand forever.
As you look at it, the thing that affixes like the head to it, like something gives, and the head just goes like on its own.
Does it come with little puppeteer, little?
Well, I could give you some string.
But that's okay. No, I'd rather just look at it. I'd rather just look at it. So gorgeous.
Let me know. I could teach you some puppeteering.
Thank you so much.
Oh,
I'm gonna
no.
try to put these greasy chicken bones like in my bag or something for the time being.
That's. Oh.
Amazing.
Well, you know, it's very cool. It's a very cool place, and you know, it's home.
How did you go from there to here?
Well, I just walked.
Wow. I didn't know that was something.
She's
someone
laughing
could
her ass
do.
off at whatever he's writing in her
I-
in his
I-
notes.
I guess it is.
You gotta show me how to do it. I swear, I didn't even know the Feywild was a real place. You know, people have talked about it, but I thought it was just stories.
Really?
I love it.
Oh, it's. We'll have to go there sometime.
I would love that.
Yeah, I would love to introduce you to my grandma and all of my friends there. And I have such a wonderful group of people that I just love there so much. And-
How long have you been on Exandria?
Well, let's see. Maybe 7 months?
Give or take, yeah.
7 or 8 months, something around there. Not very long.
Wow.
Yeah.
Mr. Grass, I just wanted to apologize. I feel like maybe I went too far.
Not at all. I'm sorry I couldn't give you a more satisfactory answer. I just don't have the information, I think.
I felt like I might have made you uncomfortable, and that wasn't my intention to.
Not at all.
don't play a lot of drinking games.
Me neither. When everyone goes to sleep, I think I'm gonna hang upside down and just drain myself because I don't think this is good.
I'm still holding it.
Could you just
You
spin
want me
me
to
over?
turn you
Yeah,
upside
just maybe hit my.
And as soon as you finish hitting my, it just like dribbles out like a turned over gas can.
Wait, just hold him for like a minute and let the last of it. Yep.
Yeah, it works.
Yeah?
It works.
Ain't like it went anywhere.
Yeah.
Is there
You
any
know, waste
waste
not,
though?
want not.
Yeah.
I mean, when I eat a pie, something happens. It goes away. But like I've seen you eat, copper or two. Is there?
I was not.
hatch, or-
I was not built with a poop chute of any sort.
So what happens to the little pieces that you eat?
A copper?
Yeah.
Or other things? They get absorbed into my body to make repairs.
Wow.
And there's nothing left over.
It's right here. It's all over me.
I want to look in there so bad.
I keep coming back to that.
I know, it's just so interesting.
I'm not sure I like the way your eyes look right now.
I won't hurt you, I promise.
Oh man, Fern.
Next time I need a significant repair, I'll let you come
I
and
would
take a
love to
peek.
help.
Yes,
Okay.
absolutely.
Thank you so much.
Sleep.
Yes.
Yeah, let's do it.
If you've got shit to be handled in town, you should handle it with a group. I'm just saying, this is a good way to handle your shit. You should handle your shit.
I agree.
And there are people here who will help you handle it. I think I finally had too much. I'm going to sleep. All right.
We need a group
good talk.
name.
The shit handlers. Yeah, it's good. The shit handlers.
Just before we all break for bed, really? This is when we're covering this?
The shit
Feels
handlers.
repetitive.
Sit back down. If we're gonna have this discussion, let's have it.
Shit back there.
Wait,
Shit
which
back
one?
down.
Shit back
And
down.
you'll hear a tale.
We're going
Tail.
to choose a group name right now?
Well, you keep bringing it up.
Well, I just feel like it's weird.
Well, we just
we
met.
can't make our contract.
Next round.
So
Next
sleepy.
round.
I'm so. Laudna, may I? Oh, you're like the cool side of a pillow.
You just hear my shoulder dislocate.
There's just a little bit of bone piercing through.
Right to the temple.
But I should be forthright. If we continue to sit here much longer, I'm going to be reading all you guys' thoughts.
No,
So it might be
we're
best
gonna
if
go
we
get.
Oh, early to bed, early to rise.
Yeah.
Hi, everybody.
And I'm out.
All right.
As we go to bed, I'm just going to, right before I shut down, I'm going to just think, dream. Dream.
No.
And you
Dream.
hear me say, I think you can do it.
I'm dreaming.
I'm dreaming.
You all find your various rooms to rest. Laudna, as you're starting to doze off a bit in that kind of bit of gentle quiet, you do hear a familiar whisper. It says, "Careful, dear. Some things are meant to be kept secret."
Oh. Oh, hello. Oh my god, it's been so long since I've heard from you. What have you been up to? Oh, come on, Dee. Just tell me.
Please, just be careful.
I didn't say anything that's not like public knowledge. So back off.
That's the end of it.
Good night.
Uh-oh.
Yes. She's mad because I got chatty.
Has she ever done anything? If you get in trouble with her?
Have I gotten in trouble
Sam
with her?
Riegel.
Yeah, I mean,
Sam Riegel.
I know she's been pissy before, but has it ever come to anything?
Oh, man.
I don't know. Has it ever come to anything?
Lady Briarwood is her patron.
It's come to tense conversations
Yeah.
and threats of denying her gift.
Her gifts. Right.
but not yet.
Yeah, she'll.
A warlock.
Together. Fuck.
She'll sometimes, be like, oh, I helped made you. You would be nothing without me. I can take what I can give. Blah, blah, blah. She does that sometimes, but she's never really done it. I don't know.
We gotta get into that institute.
I know. I can just keep strengthening my skills without her.
You won't need her.
I won't need her.
She's listening.
Oh, she probably is. It's an excellent point, though. I've never really strayed far from her up until recently.
Right.
Well, I'll keep you posted if she starts getting aggressive.
Yeah. One of the reasons I think we need a group name. The sooner we have it, the sooner we have a contract, the sooner we can get in there.
That's true.
Right?
Good point.
We'll keep thinking on it.
Yeah, I mean,
Maybe, something will inspire us in the next day or two.
Yeah.
I think
How
they
are
have a
you doing?
lot
You
of
looked a
good
little
inspiration
pale
sources.
at the end.
Oh no, I was trying really hard not to get into everybody's head, you know what I mean? I sneaked into Dorian's for a second.
What'd you see? Come on, tell me.
Just him with his mom. It was quite nice.
Oh,
Yeah, he's a sweetheart.
he is a sweet boy.
Sleep well.
All right, you two. Wake me up if you have any other nightmares. Right?
You know I will.
He's so sweet. Dorian's a sweet boy.
Okay. The evening comes to you. Rest. Necessary physical respite after.
Does
a
that
very
little puppet
arduous
that she made of Bertrand come to life and fucking haunt him in his
damaging
dreams?
experience. But through the
Shit's
night, you get your long
terrifying.
rests. You can go ahead and mark that.
Oh, yeah.
Uncertain if dreams found you, fresh cut grass. But there is a little bit of joy in going into your familiar stasis with a goal in mind.
Mm-hmm.
But nothing out of the ordinary.
Okay.
With that,
No dreams.
eventually the morning comes. The warmth of day begins to creep in through your various chambers. And the day is yours. As you all begin to one by one muster yourself, your materials, your equipment, and then wander downstairs. You begin to gather again on the bottom floor of the Spire by Fire. And gather once more. What would you like to do?
Morning, all.
Morning.
Morning.
No, but what are we doing today?
We have a few options,
Okay.
as I see it. Oh, what?
Did it happen?
Oh, yes, did you dream?
I don't think so. I mean, nothing out of the ordinary happened. I'm
You
sorry.
twitched a couple times.
You did?
Yeah, I
That's
haven't seen
progress.
it before.
I feel like I heard you through the wall saying like, oh no, no, no.
I have bad dreams. It's horrible.
I'm just lying.
Well, that's reassuring.
I thought I should have said like, oh, something else.
Logical liar, Fern. Oh my god, I love it.
Well, we have, now that we've learned a bit about each other from last night, we know that some of us have specific goals. Finding your quarry that you've
They
been.
kind of align. I just need to keep checking in.
We have that we could pursue today. We could go to the Starlight Conservatory. Is that what it's called?
We can go there, but it's useless until we get that contract.
Okay. Then there's also the investigating what caused those chairs and tables to come to life. I don't know how we would do
bothering me
that.
for a while. That's been bothering me this whole time.
That was right outside of here.
Yeah.
Or tracking down the source
what the
or
fuck?
intended recipient of that broomstone that we stumbled upon.
It seems
or
like
I think didn't
animated objects.
Lord Estro say that they would have some more work
Because there's a
for us,
spell
and then
specifically. It's called
possibly-
animated
did someone
objects.
else offer us work
You can
too?
bring to life a
Am I
bunch of
forgetting?
inanimate objects.
I feel like someone offered
yeah,
us
And then
work.
deal
Yeah.
force
we
damage
could
as they
let,
hit things.
the
So
Who about Corsairs?
Corsairs.
I mean,
We could let the Corsairs know that we did away with old Duger.
I like that idea. We should probably ask Lord Estros first.
If that's all right.
I think we did already.
I don't know.
Yeah, we talked to him and said, "Is it okay that we didn't use your name?" And he said, "Only if
They
things are
like
cool."
us.
Yeah.
Then he said, yeah. So they might like us more, and then we could say his name, and then we could create that introduction.
What do y'all think?
Technically did them a favor too, so.
We did.
One less thing for them
Is
to
that the
track.
most pressing matter, or is there something that should we investigate? Pull the thread of your person that you're here to find?
Well, that lies with Lord Estros.
Oh, it does.
Yeah.
Okay.
All things
So-
lie with Lord
I guess we go there.
I mean, do you think he's had any developments in the past 24 hours?
You gave him the goop, right? I did.
We did. The goop was given.
The goop
It was given in the evening of last night when you guys went to him. So it's been maybe 12 hours.
I say we tell the Corsairs what happened and then see if it's time to, if that seems to, that way at least we're cementing a relationship.
Yeah, and we just saw Estros last night.
Right.
Seems a little.
Do we remember the good password? Wasn't there a good
Yes,
one,
we
bad
do.
one?
It's come to loosen the snare. Snare.
The snave. The shame is, I think, what it looks like what I wrote.
Snare.
So
The
to the Corsairs then?
Yes, let's do it.
Back over the bridge and down, because we like
To
to
the
go.
lantern spire?
We love going back and forth between this.
Yeah, you do. You guys keep jumping back and forth. Well-tread territory. And thankfully, the two areas that have an actual physical bridge, you don't have to pay to get across each way. So that helps too. Okay, gathering your things, finishing a modest breakfast, you head over towards the Fate Walk Bridge across to the Lantern Spire, and then following the familiar path that Ashen leads ahead of you once again, you head to the Elder Post tunnel system beneath into the early morning era
Oh, I
of the
got
zone, in which
added.
case it is much quieter. You can see that a lot of the bustle that you saw when you initially approached is still in a closed down state, and a lot of the spaces are empty. A lot of the carts have been pulled away and are just, you have no idea where they've gone. It seems like it would be too much for everyone to remove and then reset up every single day, but you've also seen some people quickly disassemble and condense their kind of shopping, experience into a very compact and very rapidly escaping mechanism. But as you head into the space, the low oil lanterns still glowing about, there is still a handful of individuals, a few dozen that are kind of wandering around the outskirts of what is now currently the central open space with a handful of smaller structures that are either still shuttered or in the process of being set up for the day.
Is the baker around out of curiosity?
You can certainly check around. Go ahead and make a perception or either a perception check or a charisma check to ask around.
The Shadow
Perception
Baker?
check.
Okay.
Charisma's a thing. Nope, I got a 1.
Oh, buddy.
Wah, wah, wah.
Looking
Wah, 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 wah.
Looking around, you do not have any sight on the Shadow Baker, and there's probably a good chance that either he has not arrived yet or is not wanting to be found.
All right.
As we finish this last bit of the stretch of the journey, hey, I want to role play with you for a second. Orem walks alongside Imogen, and when he thinks that most of the group are not paying attention, he looks up at her and says, Imogen,
Yeah.
that thing that you do, that thing that you do.
Yeah.
Are you doing that to us, like all the time?
No, I'm really not. I swear.
But or a little bit?
No, I'm trying not to. I don't want to.
Okay. Is there anything that we can do to make that
Easier?
easier on you?
Yeah,
Yeah,
don't
other than
think.
50 feet away. Don't think.
Don't think ever. No, I swear, it's, I've worked a long time at blocking it out. It just sometimes gets a little harder. It's easier if there's less people. This size of a group is something.
Yeah.
But you know what I've noticed since I've been around y'all, which is really interesting? Like all the time, it almost sounds like
like a swarm of bees, you know?
We're a swarm of bees.
No. Everyone, everything. It's just so much. But, and it's the same sort of feeling that I had with Lana the first time I met her. It was there. She was there, but she was at almost like a different pitch than everybody else. It was musical. It wasn't painful like everybody else.
And you're getting that with us.
It's not quite there, but I'm getting used to the sound, so it doesn't feel as intrusive.
That's a good sign.
That's a great sign. Something I've never experienced before.
Okay. Well,
That's nice.
I like you. I'm not too worried about it, but I just wanted to know if there was anything
To be done.
Yeah.
I think if you wear like a metal hat, that'll
What
help.
does that do? What the fuck is up with that?
I don't know. I think it like blocks out the signal or something, like a lead hat. Let's give it a try.
Are you fucking with me?
No, of course not.
Inside chat.
No, of course not.
Oh, it's okay. It's just 13.
I'm fucking with you.
Ah.
No helmets for all.
You know what? It might work.
Maybe fresh cut grass could help.
That's the group name. The Nidos.
The
Nidos.
The Nidos.
All
The
right, thank you for
Magnetos.
So glancing around, no sign of the Shadow Baker.
Would you care to roleplay?
Yes,
She also got me a really cool pouch.
That's what I did. I knew you were giving her a gift,
Has a
and I didn't want
bunch
to
of birds
interrupt
on
it, but I don't want to talk to you.
I was like, it's Fern's pouch. so stupid.
Hey, it works. Unless you have any other business, the Root Trader is findable without issue. But is there anything else you wish to do while you're here?
Nothing pressing.
No, it's right there.
Heading to the Root Trader, it is currently closed. It is not yet open this time of morning.
Okay.
But you do, glancing through the somewhat cloudy glass windows, you do see some movement inside.
Oh.
There's a quiet pause. One of the curtains pulls aside, and on the other side you can see Heron, the feathered individual that led you into the interior, kind of glancing past this wide bird eye, like,
We've come to loosen the snare.
oh, it's so early. Goes and opens the door. Come on. Fine. Lets you inside. You don't even see Ovalia there yet. Heron's just kind of taking care of the interior. Hurries across, leads you into the same upward spiral and opens into the same hatch chamber. This area is nowhere near as crowded as it was last time. You can see maybe 6 individuals in this room, and now that you have a kind of a better look within and less tension, and Heron kind of holds the lantern forth, you can see there are some cots in the corner. This is definitely just kind of like a resting hangout space, almost like a safe house. And you can see there's like stacks of bunk beds and a few cots. You can see there's some storage crates. You can see there's a number of chairs. You can see there's bundles of just general goods and storage. At just a quick glance with the light around, and you see as Heron says, come to loosen this snare. Yeah. And tells you all to get up there, and then closes the latch behind. It's not even staying behind this time, and just kind of letting you guys in there. As it closes, one of the figures, the familiar hooded figure, is kind of sitting in the back, arms crossed, kind of glances over and looks at all of you. Goes over and shakes awake somebody who's snoring loudly on one of the nearby kind of nicer, larger situations of bedding. And
Situations of bedding.
Pulls up and like with a knife towards the hooded figure, kind of leans back, kind of gives a nudge and a nod over in your direction. And you can see it's Yash. Yash is just kind of rubbing his eyes a bit. I'm terribly sorry. Don't do that again. It could have gone a lot worse. Puts the blade away.
Jumpy.
Give me just a second. It's a bit early. Gets up. Stretches.
Dreams, that's what'll do that to you. Oh, you're right.
Starts stretching, touching his toes a bit, like going through.
Join in. That's actually a good idea.
Just some calisthenics.
Yeah, see, done. Not a bad idea to do. All right, very easy. you want to stretch with me, you're welcome to. I'm not going to stop you. Takes a water skin, starts going.
But it starts kind of like.
Pour some water out of like a water skin into a bowl and kind of splashes his face a bit. Goes and pulls out the small glass vial and
Would you like some coffee?
putting some moisturizer on his face.
Oh,
Has like a
wow.
whole like morning
Yes.
routine that he's going through.
Get in. Walking into your actual bedroom, I'm very sorry.
Well, this is not my actual bedroom, but I keep my supplies with me no matter where I am traveling, because you never know where you might be, and nothing is worse than being in unfamiliar and less comfortable situations without your moisturizer.
How is Yasha's skin generally?
Without
it's
your
glowing.
moisturizer.
Love that routine.
I mean, even in this low light, it's just a beautiful warm shave, and it's smooth. Pores are kept well. Like
can't even see him.
Yeah. Would you like some coffee or something?
If you are making coffee, but of course, please.
Well, is there someone I can ask?
Could you make us some coffee? And the hooded figure kind of like
And
looks back
probably
over
enough for all of us would be great.
walks over and starts setting up. You'd see he has like a little iron stove in the corner with a tube that looks like it exits, or it's built into and exits out of the chamber from above. It kind of sets a small fire, begins boiling some water. So Yash turns, grabs a chair, scoots it around and sits on it with it kind of facing the opposite direction, kind of leaning over it. All right, so you're back so soon. You're not dead, so I assume that Duggar has not quite done to you what he did to your friend, which is
He's
good.
dead.
Duggar's dead.
We've done to Duggar.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, very well done. That is, I'm not going to say that I didn't expect a different outcome, but congratulations.
We're as shocked as anybody, believe me. The broomstone, on the other hand, was not found.
I have no idea what Duggar was doing with Broomstone personally.
Seems like a dangerous thing to have running around the city, that's all.
It's dangerous, but it's also worth a lot of money on black market for people who want to, depending on what its uses are. That is a very controlled element. I assume that it's probably, sought after, is the common phrase for, by probably arcanists and engineers. It has a lot of uses. I don't often hear people clamoring for it, because to try and usher it away from the Elsfaran Union and any of the other individuals that control sources of it is very, very dangerous.
Fucking
You
crazy.
said he was going back and forth between this and the Smolder Spire?
The handful of times that he was traveling beyond his house, yes.
I wonder if that's a lead for where to...
Did you know where?
I have to ask around. I wasn't paying particular attention to him. We just kind of kept an eye on him. But I can certainly inquire.
Like, the weird thing I keep thinking about is I thought at first that just wanted the broomstone for some fucking crazy reason, was doing some sort of crazy fucking shit because he was all fucked up. But since it wasn't there, what was he doing with all that fucking money?
Hi, Mom. Hi, Dad.
Glad you're fucking watching.
Glad you're fucking watching.
He had a bunch of money?
I mean, if he was getting rid of it, he must have been getting something out of it. If he was getting something out of it, why? Because clearly he wasn't spending that money. That place was a shithole.
Well, that place also seemed to be a cover.
So is
for
there a
where
place
he
that
was actually...
isn't a shithole, or is there?
Seems like he's living underground.
Is he
somewhere.
comfortable in shitholes? I don't think.
Do you
what's
think
he
he's
doing with all
working
that
for
money?
someone else? Do you think? No, see, we were looking for
It
that.
could
We
be
were
a lot
thinking
deeper.
If he leaves us and then goes ahead and joins
It could be
the
a lot
syndicate,
deeper than that.
then we have to fucking take him out. But no, things didn't seem that way. But do you think is he doing this for the syndicate?
No idea.
He barely seemed human anymore.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. When he came out, when we saw him, he was a lump of jelly.
He was like a dollop of honey falling out of a hole.
Yeah.
And he was in a hole, and he was kind of like
working his way through it.
Yeah, and then he came out, and all of a sudden he was him again. I know what that sounds like.
Like a honey dispenser.
But it's the truth. Oh God, if that is
I think what we're saying is whatever we witnessed went beyond the normal realm of petty crime and smuggling. It was something deeper, something worse.
That is certainly, that's the stuff of nightmares, what you're saying there. I'm going to scrub my brain from that mental image, and I'm sorry you had to see that. But
Does it connect to the dancing furniture?
Oh.
I'm sorry, I just have to keep mentioning that because it's still fucking.
What dancing furniture now?
We got attacked by a dining set. There's a carpet on the table.
Furniture exploded in Quellet Square.
We got attacked by a
All
dining
right,
set.
Great, good for you.
Just throwing that out there. I don't know. It's been a weird week.
Well, we've done a bit of a favor for you, whether you asked for it or not. I think one thing we're hoping for here is that we're in a little bit better standing.
Yeah, no, we'll stop following you. We're good.
Thanks. You were following us?
Of course.
Did you all notice?
I figured, but they didn't notice.
Wow. It's cool.
And you have been very honest. You have corroborated up front exactly where we saw you go.
Are we easy to follow?
Extremely.
Oh.
You do not cut a low profile at all.
Oh my goodness.
We'll work on
We should.
You barely even try.
Yeah, that's true.
And we lost track at a certain point. So when you put your mind to it, you can disappear, but you do not put your mind to it often.
That is true. Yes.
Our collateral.
Nothing will come of your collateral unless you do something to fuck us over.
All right. That's what I figured.
I have no interest in hunting down fathers unless you fuck us over. But until then, do not worry about it. If we're friendly, we're friendly. It is perfectly okay.
Well, yeah, rather than be at odds.
Precisely.
I think we'd rather work in concert.
Well, to be honest, there's a lot of factions at work in this city that have a lot more power and influence and are far more dangerous than whatever we do. So, people not affiliated with them that we can stay friendly with, that works in our favor as much as it does yours.
Do you have a relationship with Lord Estras?
No, we have not had the pleasure of speaking with the inheritor of the Prudage estate.
But you know who he is.
It's hard not to know. I mean, there's plenty of odd rumors about that strange old coot.
He's great. Actually, that's who I was talking about the last time, but I was very not
Yeah, he knows
specific.
about you.
It's hard pressed to not know about us. We kind of we leave a bit of a trail.
Mm-hmm.
What type of rumors?
As you might say, not a low profile.
There are some people that say perhaps.
Everyone leans in.
Some folks, at least, have reason to believe that maybe he actually killed his previous employer, Prudage,
That's
to
what
take
our
the
that's what our
estate.
landlady was thinking too. I feel like she had the inclination.
That's right. She did mention
Others believe that the reason nobody ever sees him is because he hides a dark secret. He never leaves. He never goes into public eye. He stays in his house and just sends out other sentinels and mercenaries and hired hands to do his bidding, to do his work.
That's us, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, so you are one of these contracted individuals.
I work for a lot of people.
We don't have a contract presently, but
No, we
we've
don't.
met the gentleman.
We're trying to come up with a group name.
Yes.
Do you have any suggestions?
I feel like it's weird.
None that you would enjoy.
Outside.
Okay, well, a little exercise.
What is the first word that pops into your head when you look at us?
Oh, that's a good.
Nope.
Trouble. But
We can maybe we can the trouble.
Just
The troubles. The trouble cliffs.
The trouble finds you.
That's good. I like that. I like that.
The trouble clefs.
That sounds like
I-
every
please do
club
not use
name.
that. I would be embarrassed by association. Some other people think
Jeez.
maybe he's like a vampire or some sort of creature that absconds from the lights, because he stays away from it.
I wonder if he is a vampire. You know, we never.
Would you
I
have been able to
personally-
sense that? Oh yeah. What's your take?
Definitely
What do you think?
What the fuck is up with that?
I think he's just a creepy, lonely old man with a lot of money. But who knows? Except for unless you do because you work for him. Which, by the way, what can you spill?
Seems to have a better opinion of you than you do of him.
You seemed nice.
I don't have a negative opinion. I'm just curious.
Paranoid.
I know something about him that you probably don't know.
Do tell, strange horned lady.
Strange horned lady.
Can you give me something for it?
Make a persuasion check.
Now they're bartering.
No. I rolled a 2.
You guys can't roll.
Okay.
Spend it all on rollies.
All I was gonna say
High
was.
rolls, rollies.
Yeah. Rollies. That wasn't it. I can't do impressions. Hey, this is my Christopher Walken.
Rollies.
That's your backup character right there.
No, please don't.
He is an amazing baker, is what I was gonna say.
Really?
Yes.
I actually can't confirm
Yeah.
Well, we have to set up some sort of competition with our very own Shadow Bakery Frieders one day.
Oh, I never ate that damn thing he gave me.
The purple.
I paid for it.
The purple
Do
pastry.
you think it's stale by now?
It's
Yes.
probably fine.
Reach in my bag.
It's a little stale.
Fuck.
That was quick.
Yeah.
Well,
It's
if
not
you-
like wrapped in plastic or anything.
Let me see it.
If we see the
You wanna try it?
if we see the Shadow Baker, then
not
we'll get some more.
It still tastes decent. It's just a little harder.
That's
I ate
fine.
mine. I'll take a
That's
bite.
fine.
You can have it, Orm.
God damn it.
Half the size of my head.
But good to know. Is an unexpected purveyor of baked goods. That is interesting information. Thank you.
Oh, did you give something valuable away?
I told him that he is an excellent baker, so I gave him some pretty great information.
Anyway, if you'd like us to set up a meeting or something, just let us know.
Is he interested in meeting? What does a strange recluse like him have any business with us for?
He certainly wouldn't tell us.
I think I get the impression that he wants to do good in this city, and he thinks that you also do.
I think anyone who lives a life of inherited money wants to do good. Well,
I don't know, Dorian.
Short guy, low blows.
the hooded figure in the back kind of crosses his arms, leans against the wall, staring right in your direction, Dorian.
That's on par with Dick and the Peanut Butter.
Just some.
Short guy, low blows. That's amazing.
Possibly this one.
Holy shit.
I do believe he does want to do good. That's just my belief. I could be wrong.
I look at the guy in the back who's eyeing up Dorian. Is he like targeting him? Is he taking note?
That was
Make a
amazing.
persuasion. Or, I'm sorry,
It's
make a
ridiculous.
perception check.
Didn't even clock that.
What is that, 11? 15. Don't fuck me, Gil. 15 total.
15?
Whispers. There's lots of whispers.
So many whispers.
Our friends at Ghostfire Gaming have a new episodic subscription service called Fables.
Wow, I feel like I just tuned into NPR.
And don't forget
Sure
that
it's not helping.
NordVPN
No.
is the easiest way to hide your IP and physical location. And also sticky notes.
I just look at him. I don't know if I kind of like cross in front of his vision. And just my eyes go black. I just kind of crack my head a little bit and I do unsettling presence to him.
Jeez.
Okay.
I'm so in
Is
for it.
the figure you can see like in their full body kind of leather instead of leather armor, the kind of light gray cloak and hood.
Excuse me. Jesus, that came out of nowhere.
And just like rushes off to the corner of the room and just sits down and kind of watches quietly from a distance. Almost seems to the somewhat broad and intimidating form that they cut within the chamber is diminished into almost a child in timeout.
Oh.
Well,
well done.
I am not against having a conversation with your wealthy patron. We just have to have some assurances. Understand that the person you speak of naturally is a little more aligned with those that we consistently work against.
Absolutely.
And you see now, like, the jovial nature of Yash begins to kind of become a little more of a cutting intensity. Money and influence in this city is a commodity that is passed around by a very small number of faceless members of the quorum. And we continuously want to find out who they are and expose them.
Mm-hmm.
And if it means taking every copper, silver, or gold to their name until they are forced to expose themselves to the public, we'll do it. So if your friend, this Lord Estros, is keeping anything or anyone hidden that is in our sights, we will not hesitate to remove him from the equation. But if you trust him, and he seems genuinely interested, and is willing to meet on our terms, I'll think about it.
We do, in fact.
I trust your terms more than I trust him, but I figure you know how to take care of yourself.
You've got a direct line to him through us. What assurances do you need?
If we smell anything, we'll tell you.
Let me talk with my compatriots. I am but one of many, and I feel it would be untoward to my trusted associates to make a decision on this without their opinions placed against it. So, you're all staying at the Spire by Fire, yes?
At the moment?
Yeah.
Amongst other places.
Amongst other places.
It's a good place to start.
Well, we'll find you when we have come to an accord and are ready, if at all, to have such a conversation with your lord.
How does one become a part of this club?
The club.
Organization.
No. I like it. I like it. We'll call it a club. If you wish to join this club, you have to do some illegal things. You have to go through some trials of trust building. You have to put your neck on the line for our interests and values and show that you are willing to give everything.
That top
for what
screen,
we
you can see
are
his
willing to
nose
give
peeking out. It's
everything for.
really fucking with me.
And you will either wind up arrested and at the mercy of the quorum with no information to incriminate any of us, or show that you have some skill, show that you have the means of completing the things you promised, and be willing to give what is at your disposal to share amongst the rest of us, to share amongst the rest of them. And he gestures to the greater city around.
Oh, well, that's where I draw the line. I
Well
don't
then,
like
perhaps this is not meant to be a business element here.
I
But
don't
we,
like sharing.
We believe in those who are capable work for the greater sum to share amongst those that are not.
Okay.
And those that have far too much and have not earned it with capability, we'll share it for them.
Very Robin Hood.
That sounds like a good way to run a club.
Come talk to me when you're ready to join the club.
Okay.
Come talk to me.
You'll
when
never
you're
be
ready
ready to join the
join.
club, but if you do, let me know.
Okay.
Hi. Going to have some coffee. Hi. Points over to the hooded figure in the corner. It's like goes and begins to pour some coffee. Anyone else? You said you wanted some?
I think we'll probably go.
Yeah. There's nothing pressing here, right?
Yeah.
All
I
right.
mean, I'll just take a little to go in my cup.
Sure. Goes in.
If you want, you can pour it inside my body. And I'll just have it like a thermos for later. I think I might be able to.
Sounds right.
It's like a liquid cooling system type of a situation.
Liquid heating system. All for Sam. For Grass being Fern's thermos. The rest of this campaign.
We can try it.
There's a single rod of plutonium inside.
Yeah. Let's give it a try.
You can use some to smuggle shit.
Just pour some
Did
coffee.
it make you feel uncomfortable?
all right,
Any of
all
that
right.
stuff inside
Nope,
of you before?
nothing.
Okay. He takes this like filtered bit of cloth and puts the grinds on it and kind of pours the water over it. And you are nothing if not a very interesting way to start my day. Pours it through, and sure enough, you hear begin to fill it up.
Best part of waking up, fresh grass in your cup.
And I'll save that last bit for me. You are a fascinating piece of machinery, my friend.
I agree. Well,
How do you feel?
a little warmer.
Interesting.
Is he okay?
I don't know. Are you okay?
I think so.
Perfect. All right. Get the fuck out.
All right.
Thank you so much.
Wait, he said that he's not the leader, but all those other guys just hang back the whole time. He really feels like a
I
spokesman.
know he feels like a leader. He feels like a leader.
You should just own it.
Well, that wasn't a strikeout, but we don't have any actionable intel.
We made the connections,
What,
so.
I wonder what note Ashley's writing down right now.
FCG is also a thermos.
Okay. Good to note.
Trouble.
Oh
I'm
man.
not against it.
What if we can be the Troubles?
Oh no, trouble.
Oh.
That sounds. I'm trying to find the word. That sounds like an a cappella group.
It does.
Just like
Kinda.
the treble clefs. God damn it.
I do like the bell being
I do
somewhere.
too. I think Bertrand got us all together. We should honor him.
I do too. I do too.
Ashton's not about it.
Are we back out on the street?
Not good.
Well, so
Ashton's
you guys,
just like,
you make your path through.
We're gonna
Trader
name
back
ourselves
into the
after
Elder's
him.
Post, which is still in the process of assembling itself for the day's business. But the city is yours.
So,
Do we see a baker before?
Do you like my perception check again?
Yep. Ooh, 14.
14. You glance around a bit, and he is not present at this hour.
Okay.
well, do we go back to Eshtaros now, or do we? Is there anywhere else to check? I mean, well, we got nothing. We got no leads. The trail's gone cold.
The trail.
That's true.
It's gone cold.
Oren, you said the person you were looking for, they were wreaking havoc, they stole something? Are you also trying to track something?
No. Did I say that?
Like, I don't know, I'm trying to fill in the
I
gaps.
don't think so. No, I'm looking for
So there was just...
someone else who's worked for Lord Estros.
Oh.
No, excuse me, I misspoke. He knows a lot of. He hires a lot in town, and knows a lot of. I don't know what's the right word. Mercenaries.
That's a fine word.
I'm
So
looking
you
for
may
him.
know this person?
He claims to.
Oh.
What was their name?
Brescio.
Braccio or Braccio?
He's mentioned that before.
Brashad.
Brashad.
Rashad Brescio.
Rashad.
Oshad.
Oshad.
Oshad Brescio. He's mentioned that name already.
Seems like an animal.
Apparently also known as the Anger.
Oh, he's mentioned that as well.
Or
The anger.
amber?
Anger.
The
The
anger.
anger.
Specific name.
Rashad Brescio.
Is
The
that anything
anger.
we would have heard around town?
Roll a history check if you want to.
I'm into it.
I will, just in case. Fact.
Cat.
18.
Good check for a barbarian.
You haven't been here long enough probably to pick up on those who've like been in the vicinity. 18. Oshan Brescia doesn't catch your ear at all, but the anger you know of. There are certain mercenaries, not unlike where Lord Estro seems to have claimed his past emanated from, that make a name for themselves. The anger you know of because whenever certain bar brawls that get very violent tend to happen, there's a phrase that's occasionally muttered by those that were around running these establishments 20, 30 years ago that says, don't be careful, you'll rouse the anger. This is a mercenary that was known to shut down any sort of bullshit that happened in public establishments, and anybody that began to break public property would be taken outside and beat.
I would definitely know this fucking story.
Yeah, they were a known mercenary. God damn it. They were
I can see it in the man's eye.
a very talented sellsword who was quite traveled around Exandria, but
nothing like miming while your DM's talking.
Originated out of elements of
fucks them up so hard.
Ancrel and the surrounding sands before eventually moving from mercenary to actually becoming a hired personal bodyguard to one of the Mahan houses here, and thus the legend of the anger faded from view because they were no longer the rough and tumble coin-seeking sellsword, and were now got a real job. And that was like 10 years ago.
I relay this much as Matt did, except with
more fucks.
More fucks. Shits, fucks, motherfuckers.
Many fucks given.
Many fucks given.
Sorry, and Orum's connection to this, that information would be new, what Ashton knew, but Orum's connection to this, Fern and I are already privy to, right?
Correct.
Yeah, just double checking.
I don't know if that's helpful, but that's what I got.
Well, I know all of that already.
Know where to find him?
I mean, how many houses are there?
Of the Mahan houses?
Yeah.
Well, there are a number that work within the actual council, but there are dozens of Mahan houses. There's like the lord families that run the city, and the larger Odiran wilds surrounding it.
Somebody's got to know.
Yeah. Some are scattered in other cities throughout, but the central ones here, there's a couple dozen.
No one entirely disappears. Somebody's got to know. There's somebody who owns a bar somewhere, or somebody who was a last hire.
But nothing concrete to start on.
It's been a decade.
Esteros thinks maybe he can make an introduction. Maybe.
Back to Esteros then?
He said.
Yeah, I mean, it's the next
Said
day,
he'd have
but
to reach out.
I don't really know what else to do.
We could tell him we made the connection.
Yeah.
That's true.
Yeah. I mean, he'd want to know. Especially if the Corsairs are going to start digging into him because we brought his name up.
Smart.
Yeah.
As you begin to piece together your plot to figure out your path in the city, who best to ask and who best to inquire, their knowledge, experience, and perhaps direction to give you onto any of these various threads, we're gonna take a break. As we're at that time.
Man, what a fun half.
It's a mystery.
I'm going to mute it when it goes into the break. So.
Indeed. Back here in a few minutes. We'll see you guys here shortly.
All right. I will be right back. I'm going to take the break just for a moment to replenish my drink and just kind of general taking care of things and stuff. Get up, stretch my legs, stuff like that. So I'll be right back, guys. Okay. Sorry, I'm back now. Replenished my drinks. Should be good to go. Thank you so much to everybody. Just want to say thank you. Anybody who's still watching the stream. Let me pull up my stream manager. There we go. Thank you so much for tuning into the stream. I appreciate you guys being here. Thank you again. Sorry, my mind's been all over the place lately. And like I said at the start of the stream, like I nearly forgot to even do the stream tonight. Just because like last week, they took off because of Thanksgiving, so there was nothing to stream last week. Almost completely forgot this week. Just that on top of just general like things, life things, busy things going on in my own personal life, and just various things on my mind, and I've just been all over the place recently. So sorry about that, guys. I got a half-hour late start because of that, but I'm here. Thank you very much, though, for tuning in. If you're watching this in the VOD later, I appreciate you tuning in regardless, and please do that thing. Subscribe. Subscriptions go a long way. I appreciate subscriptions. Please do. But at the very least, hit that follow button, because you will be able to support this and various other things that I do. And I have a bunch of podcasts and stuff that I'm trying to work out, and D&D things. I'm just doing a whole lot right now and trying to plan. So anything you can throw my way as forms of support, I appreciate very much so. From the bottom of my heart, I love it, and I appreciate it. But regardless, thank you, everybody who is tuning in and watching this. I certainly appreciate it. It's really wonderful. But, I've just been all over the place, and I'm sorry for that. There's a whole lot going on. One sec. Apparently on an ad break, too, so. I will, by the way, go about updating all of the icons for everybody below the actual stream window. I will update that in between this between this one and next week's episode. I will update everything, and hopefully that'll all be new and good and all, However, also on my mind for tonight and this weekend, I will be auditioning for 2 spots, 2 different roles in voice acting. One is for a animated special for the holidays, for Christmas, and the other one is, I believe, just an animated series. I would imagine viral, probably like YouTube something. But I am auditioning for those parts, and I'm looking forward to doing so. Probably immediately after the stream, I'm going to go drop the stream, shut everything down, and then just do my recordings, my auditions, and everything. But yeah, so that's super exciting. I'm actually auditioning for parts in voice acting, so that'll be fun. Otherwise, I don't really have a whole lot else to say as far as updates, other than like currently working on some like Minecraft stuff in that server that I've been playing in, and working out podcast stuff and various things. So, there's that, but that's about it. But we're about to get right back into it, so I'm going to unmute, and I just want to say thank you again. Hit that follow button, subscribe if you will.
And welcome back. So, as you all begin to travel amongst the surface streets of Drusar, what is it you want to do?
All the things!
No, go ahead.
Chaos.
You go ahead. You had a well, which is much more better than
I was
had.
just going to say, I feel like if we're talking mercenaries and we're trying to get more information about the anger, then...
Shake my trees, sure.
Yeah.
Let's head to the Crook House. See who's around.
That's really good of you.
Well, what else are we going to do?
Okay. Thanks.
Okay.
All right.
Following Ashton's lead, you head back to one of the what is a new path for a lot of you, but is one of the number of familiar paths into the Fancy Hollow, to the odd interior, kind of social oubliette of the lightless hollow itself, climbing down the levels and layers and ladders until eventually you find the familiar exterior facade of the Crook House. There at the kind of brightly colored exterior and the door that awaits you, you enter into the chamber. The smell of burnt metal, like something had been welded recently through arcane arc tool technology, or at least very, very heavily heated and electrically charged. That kind of scent hits the air, and but it feels like it's dissipated a bit. And at the first glance, you don't see Milo anywhere. Instead,
yep, here it comes. I knew it.
You see Aniata, who's currently in the process of looking through a book and has a mostly eaten sandwich in her left hand, and she goes like,
"You can read?
You can talk?"
Ah, good morning.
Morning.
Annie, this is everybody. Annie, I think you've already briefly met.
Hey, don't take anything.
Why were you looking at me when you said that?
So you're the kind of person that would take something.
How do you know that?
Because it takes one to know one.
You're adorable.
I'm not going to say what I was going to say back. Welcome to the house, I guess.
What an
Running
interaction.
into some trouble. You haven't heard any word about, I don't know, some broomstone running around. And this is, I know, coming kind of even more out of the middle of nowhere.
I genuinely have no idea what broomstone even is, so probably not.
Expensive. When was the last thing you heard about the anger?
I do it.
Don't fuck around.
Like the anger?
Like the anger. You know where they ended up?
I mean,
plug in my phone.
I
Sorry.
couldn't imply you're that old, but
well, no, like, you know, they get reputations around here, but they're before my time. That's like old guard.
Do you know any old people? I mean, Shadana's old.
I know. She's old and
But no, like he was.
old.
I think he was hired by the Loomis twins.
We gotta leave, guys. We gotta leave.
Loomis twins?
The Loomis or Loomis?
Loomis, like L-U-M-A-S.
what spire was that again?
Loomis twins.
Oh, that would be the Lucent Spire. That's where all them rich fucks live. But I mean, that's getting up into the upper echelon.
I may have to see what we can do about that. Fuck.
You're not planning to go talk to them, are you?
Not personally, but
good fucking luck.
We'll see. They can be very persuasive.
Okay, yeah. No, go for it. Please, be my guest. Go ahead and talk to Mahan Loomis. Wish you all the best luck.
Is it hard to talk to the well-to-do families here?
Yes. I mean, I don't know where you come from, if you want to talk to, you know, very, very rich people out of nowhere about things.
Well, we have a rich with us.
We do. You don't speak a similar language, right?
What was that about low blows?
They tend to isolate themselves from everyone. I think the only people that rich people fear more than poor people is other rich people.
This is very, very useful.
But maybe you have some riches in common that you could bond over or something.
I'd gladly try.
If anything, honestly, you can just lead with saying that you're Lord, and they'll probably respect you
You do
more.
look good. You look. I don't even know how you maintain that level of cleanliness in here, because this is, by its very design, extremely filthy.
Every night I have it. Anyway,
Annie, who's finished her sandwich, has was licking the fingers and just goes like
100 strokes
and rubs it on the outside of the cloak.
I will gladly help in any way that I can.
No, don't do that.
Did you get that gig, by the way?
I hate this
I
person.
haven't gone into full audition yet. It's still about a week off.
You know what, Annie?
As
It
someone
just
who
occurred to
wears
me,
white
as you
jeans-
rubbed your food on Dorian over here. You know, you were a little bit nervous or embarrassed to play for us before.
And white
but-
t-shirts and
Nervous,
stuff.
embarrassed.
But if you wanted some guidance from an expert in the musical craft, well, we have one with us right now who could possibly give you some criticism or advice or help on your budding audition.
Oh, you're a musician, are you?
I am by trade.
Not just any
Is that how
musician.
you afford your fancy clothes?
I have made plenty of money. What is the word? I'm a bard for certain.
Obviously, we've all heard of you. Please tell me, what's your name?
My name is Dorian Storm. Surely you've heard. I've played the Gilded Goat for certain. That was one a few months ago.
Make a deception check.
Fuck. Not real.
Come on.
Ooh. 17.
You see Annie's like looking at you real hard, waiting for you to fumble through this, and kind of goes like, "All right, well, what do you play?"
I play the flute, the lute, anything that rhymes with flute or lute. I'm kidding. I sing a little bit from time to time. I can play a boot. If you gave me one, I'd tap away at it. Only I have feet.
I don't have feet. Fair enough.
What are you auditioning for? Did you say audition, Ashley?
That was the word. Yeah, that was kind of the word.
Not just any audition. This is the finest theater in all of the city. It's called the Dreamscape Theater.
It's kind of a shithole, but it is the finest shithole in the city.
What is your act? I'm interested. Is anyone else interested? Or is it
Of
just
course, but we don't want to put.
I've
We
seen
don't. You know, if maybe you could just have a private.
you don't want to put them on the spot, but you want to put me on the
Well,
spot.
you're a fantastic performer
I
of
gotta ask,
international renown.
Now, are you one of them like rich boy prepared music types, a lot of rehearsal? Or are you more of like an improviser?
Oh, I can do it all.
Jam session? Jam session? Is a jam session about to happen?
Reaches
Hand jam,
under.
I've seen
Oh
it.
my god.
I've seen it.
I got jam.
I got
a little
jam.
sandwich.
It's on my shirt.
I got jam.
See if you can follow. Pulls out this
wait.
kind of nice fiddle that she had kind of hidden underneath it. Kind of.
Are you gonna guidance him?
Yeah, I'm gonna cast enhance ability.
Yay!
All right. This isn't about me. You don't want two strings.
Oh, this is entirely about you, honey. I'm sorry. You walk in here looking like that, saying that you're a well-traveled musician. I can't lose an opportunity to take you down several pegs.
Oh, you shit. And I'm gonna pick my loot back out. And is this the devil went down to Georgia scenario right now?
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm
Fart
gonna
off.
go over to Dorian and just sort of say, well, no matter what happens, just keep it positive and remember, you just don't rush the beat, all right? Okay. and I'll cast enhance ability, Eagle's Splendor, so you have advantage on all performance checks.
All right.
How does that look as you cast it upon him?
Oh boy. I've never cast this spell before. I don't
know,
even
that's
know
why
what to do.
First time spells, that's standard.
Sure. I'm going to I'll just have you look straight into my eyes, and my eyes will just sort of glow blue, and shine a light into yours, sort of lighting yours up blue for a second.
That feels nice. And I will start to lay down the rhythm section of a funky little rural beat.
All right.
Right as he starts to play, I'm gonna prestidigitation, and like little lights are gonna sparkle up around his head, and it's gonna look like in lights it says Dorian Storm.
If you could audibly hear an eye roll out of Annie as the head goes to. Is the company you keep? Sure. But as she's saying that to you, you can see the back of her heel is starting to pick up on the beat, just kind of instinctually, as she starts rolling into a bit.
Wait, come here. There's something in your hair.
Oh, thank you.
And as he bends down, a blue flower blooms out of Orm's hand and is now tucked into Dorian's hair.
Sorry.
Slick.
Had to kick the battle music in, because here we are.
Crushed.
Oh my god.
Oh no. And with that, as soon as you start laying down the beat, Annie starts hitting the fiddle and it's kind of low string and pick up, kind of matching your beat, but also like kind of taking what you're laying down and beginning to guide it and almost trying to overpower it a bit. Make a performance check.
Come on.
Barred up. Natural 20?
That'd be a natural 20.
Oh shit!
See if you can get two. See if you can get two of them.
Just in case.
Plus
Two
what?
natural. Just so you
Plus
roll
your performance.
Oh, plus my performance 27.
Yeah, see, that all comes together.
Roll again.
I want to see you get
I'm not gonna get 20s. That would never happen. Oh,
Take a picture of that shit.
do it.
That is amazing!
It's magic.
Oh my god.
That I feel blessed.
Liam O'Brien is a genuine wizard.
Leans in with a fairly fierce performance.
That was
How do you
amazing.
respond?
I could.
That was
I
incredible.
could stop the rhythm
Holy
section and just
shit!
bust out a killer shredding solo, but I don't. I don't.
Not time.
I ease back and I set up a solo for her.
For her. Now, Annie was feeling confident as soon as you set up the solo. In that moment, you see the look in her eyes of panic as she wasn't expecting to be gone. She was pushing into you to try and get you off of your game, and you immediately reversed it on her. And in that brief moment, you can see there's a gap in her part.
That
And
was
for a few beats,
fucking
the
amazing.
bow of her fiddle doesn't move. And then she kind of shakes and tries to catch up, and you threw her off tremendously on that bit. Let's go ahead and do another performance roll. This is the progressive
Jeez.
challenge.
Oh, okay.
You're like, no.
You still have advantage.
Ooh.
Advantage.
Okay, 22.
22. Okay.
Pretty good. I
This
can't
point,
believe he
as
rolled back-to-back
Annie picks up
20s
and is now, like,
after
kind of
Liam said
finding
you could
herself back in
roll
the beat,
back-to-back
caught up. Now
20s.
she pushes forward
Roll again.
into the solo.
It's
and with
fucking
that,
amazing.
Even though you're trying to meet her there, she even just physical body language, she kind of almost begins to stand a bit from that sitting position where she was eating. She's now up and is beginning to kind of domineer you just from a stature. Even though she's effectively shorter than you from standing height, right now there is a force of intention there. And while you both are fairly evenly matched, she's beginning to crest beyond. She rolled pretty well, and is like just starting to push over that, and her solo's starting to pick. And the rest of you are like, damn, this girl's got some skills.
Yep.
This girl's got some skills.
God damn it. Let's go. This is the final roll.
Okay, final roll. Let's see what happens. That would be a 25.
Wait, did you advantage?
Nope.
Oh my god.
It might be better.
No, 25.
Okay. It both. As soon as her solo finishes, she immediately responds and throws a solo to you, hoping to catch you off guard. Are you off guard?
No, feels right. There's a great solo on her part. So I just answer right back, jump out of the rhythm section, and blast out a little high-pitched solo on a lute. Can you do that? I don't even know.
You're pulling it off.
Sweet, let's go.
He's doing it, Peter. He's doing it. And as you begin to carry it forward, you can see Annie starting to look anxious and nervous. Looks back at you, continues to fiddle faster and faster, and is meeting that point before. Ding! Natural one on her part. And she goes, fuck, shit, and just like stands up and storms off. All right, you're good. It's good. It's good.
Andy,
Not better
are
than
you
me.
okay?
Annie, are you okay?
Oh no.
Are you okay, Annie?
No.
Now, Annie storms out. Slams the door behind. Opens up and he goes like, someone dropped something for you in your room.
Oh.
And slams it again.
Hopefully it's not a death threat. I'm gonna go to my room.
Hopefully it's not a death threat.
I didn't do anything. It was all you guys. It was the stage work. It filled me with confidence.
It was great.
What was that thing you did? I just wanted you to, grab the bull by the dick,
I did. I grabbed that. I did.
Well, I mean,
I grabbed
they're
that.
They're gonna really know it if you grab them by the dick, right?
Yeah.
Right. Is that the same?
That's the same world.
That's what I thought.
Yeah.
Well, thank you. Thank you for the assist. Yes.
Man, it's
Grab that dick
hard
together.
to piss her off, but you did a really good job regardless.
I wasn't trying to. I wanted
No,
to.
it's super easy to do, but wow.
It's fun.
She appreciated it.
And she's very good.
No, she's very good. But damn.
As you glance into your chamber.
Shit.
Yeah.
But
it's easy to
natural
catch your eye
20s back to
because your
back.
room is,
Ah, it was amazing.
colorful disarray.
Yeah.
Is
I
just the
love
nature
that.
Of the cookhouse in general. It is intentional, deliberate, tattered edges. Is kind of the colorful aesthetic of the interior. But a pristine wax sealed.
Props.
Is this ringing a bell?
The wax.
A
the
bell,
wax
you
seal
say?
Is familiar.
What is it?
So official.
He's alone. He's alone. We can't ask him. Damn it.
Narrate your own dreams.
Oh.
Okay. Get to that in a second. I'm going to put it in my pocket and come on in and
Everything okay?
yeah, maybe we'll see.
You
Give me a
look
minute.
shook.
Yeah, you look real.
Visibly shook.
That was quite a performance.
It was.
It was. It truly was.
Is Ephid here? We should talk to Ephid.
Oh.
Is Ephid around? Ephid! Is Ephid around? I'm going to yell loudly.
Well, Ephid, is not in too much of proximity to the cookhouse, but with maybe a 5-minute jaunt out of the space, you can go ahead and find your way to Ephid's place.
Well, I figured this
Is it
out.
Evid in relation to whatever it is you got?
Maybe. Don't know. Find out.
All right, so you make your way over towards Ephid's abode?
Yeah.
Okay. As you all follow Ashton outside
This
of
is
the cookhouse,
concerning,
and climbing up about 3 tiers of the near opposite end of
Is
this
Ashton okay?
darkly lit chamber, you see this mess of rope and net that almost resembles a hanging nest, like an upside down hanging nest, within this kind of partially collapsed cavern that goes back about 20 or so feet. But the mouth of it and the roof of it is just this mess of heavily nailed in hanging pieces of frayed and rotted rope with exterior nets that have kind of partially been broken apart in places or have holes in them that have just been layered over and affixed, where it creates this weirdly almost organic looking interior from a distance, but you get up close and it just looks like a bunch of scavenged shit that's been nailed and pushed to the walls to create this almost nightmare jungle gym aesthetic to it. You know this to be Ephid's place.
Ephid! What? You awake? You there?
There's a brief pause. And you start seeing from the dark interior of the chamber, there's like one little glowing light in the far end that begins to kind of like shake. And then begin to approach in this swinging pattern towards you.
Oh my God, he's an anglerfish.
And you begin to see climbing upside down across the ceiling. A male Aesfura, older in his years, with like a deep brown feather pattern that drifts into kind of a fading grayish yellow tint at the tips. You see the wings that come off of his arms.
Yeah.
It looks like the feathers aren't coming out properly, and the arms are jointed strangely. But he pulls himself out from underneath and kind of dangling upside down, looking at all of you, these bright yellow eyes kind of peering from the shadowed expanse. And you see the beak, dark, almost black at the tip, kind of open up a bit with this inhale before it goes, "Hello. Did you call for me, Ashton?"
Ooh.
Yes, I had a couple questions if you've got a second. I'm working on some stuff to make some money.
Very busy today, but I'll make it work for you. Kind of scatters a bit close, and now is climbing down one side, and you can see it looks like their arms were broken at one point in the past and didn't quite heal correctly, but it doesn't slow them down, and they move across this space with a speed and a grace that is impressive. And they just kind of extend themselves out, and the neck turns, and you can see them kind of, as they're paying it, still kind of staying focused towards Ashton, is very much curious and looking over each of you.
I'm sure Milo mentioned that I'm running with a new crew to try and pay the bills.
I've heard a thing or two, and I've seen you come through.
A couple things we're trying to track.
Fucking weird.
Do you know where some Broomstone might have gone in this city? We're trying to track a little bit of that around.
Plenty of it comes in and out, but it's all attached to ships.
This would be in the nude, so to speak.
Can't say I have. It's dangerous to move.
Yeah.
Why do you ask, cracked one?
We had to deal with somebody who was moving some around. It's been a weird week, I'm sure you heard about the fucking murderous table carpet shit that went down, and then had to deal with this guy who was moving that shit around. We're also trying to find the anger from back in the day. And with all of this going the fuck on, one of these shows up in my room. I don't suppose you saw who dropped this off.
I did see a courier come through. Wasn't dressed like the rest of us. Looked like they were for money.
Yeah, that's what I thought. Okay.
Who's it from, if I can ask?
That costs more than you have.
Well, you've asked a lot of questions, and they cost more than you have, so good day. And begins to clamber back into the cave, but the head that continues to watch all of you in turn. Kind of stops. Why?
You remind me so much of a friend of mine, Dr. Nesbit.
Who's this Nesbit?
It's a friend of mine. Oh.
Oh, shit.
Oh, but we have to go.
Yep.
Oh, hello,
Dr.
I'm
Ned.
Fern.
Hello, Fern. I'm Method, the Fallen.
I fit the Fallen.
Don't let the name fool you. It'll fuck you up. It's a whole thing. I think he wants to know who this doctor is, if you feel like sharing.
Oh, it's not a real doctor. It's just, a bird that's a friend of mine, and I named him Dr. Nesbit.
Right. Good day, Ashton.
I'll just throw a little bag of 50 gold.
With immediate speed, like catches it. Kind of shakes it and just listens, not even like breaking eye contact from you, just kind of. You're very kind, Ashton.
Well, I'd like to keep on your good side.
You're doing well. Be yourself, you know. Proud of you. Tucks it into like this little side satchel pouch that's kind of affixed around one of the shoulders.
This character is so weird.
Did you know anything about where the anger is?
Main worked for the twins before everything else turned to shit, and then begins to climb back into the shadows.
What you get is what you get.
What is that? Before everything went to shit? What went to shit?
Well, we have a lead.
Yeah.
What did you get? What?
This, at the moment, is nothing. It may be something. I will let you know.
Can we read it?
Rollies? Wow.
What'd you roll?
17.
Fuck, I did too.
Double
That's the third time we've rolled the same.
Any of you's played this game knows this shit happens all the time.
I'll compromise.
Rollies is a
Okay.
mysterious number of things.
Are you redacting things?
Yep. Yep.
I love it.
Ashton, you're redacting all of it.
That's what you get for a tie. Compromise. No one's happy.
I have an 8 when you are ready.
An 8?
Yep.
Like the number 8?
Suppose so.
Wow, you really did redact it. I can't tell what that says.
Nope.
What if you hold it up?
Yeah.
And get like a.
Don't try to subvert his.
It's a perfectly reasonable subversion. Would not fight it. I'll see if that pans out into anything, but that will require some private time. So that's not something I can bring people to.
You usually don't bring people to private time.
God, you made that sound weird. I'm so impressed. This,
So-
yeah, this is good. There's certain things, we all have got some private shit.
We keep hearing about
The twins.
Loomis twins.
Yeah.
So
Now we have a question
next
for our
step.
patron.
That's true.
Yeah.
We've got more information to bring to Lord Estros.
We got a question to ask. How can we get to meet the Loomis twins?
Maybe he can set something up.
Maybe we could.
Rich people want to meet rich people. Isn't that right?
Or they are afraid of rich.
It's the opposite.
Yeah.
I think maybe it's a two-way thing. Maybe I don't know. Fuck.
Could be, but we're a big group, big diverse group.
Yeah.
Not
Maybe
sure.
Lord Estros can make it seem like we're a bunch of rich people too.
It's more of a.
Perfect, because then I can go do my thing while you do that, because that ain't gonna work over here.
He might already have an in. He implied he did, but if he doesn't, we could bounce back to Vash, our friend Vash, the definitely not leader of the Hubat Corsairs.
All right.
It's not Vash, it's Yash.
All right, let's go.
To Estros?
Okay. Not too far, still in the core spire. You head to the familiar state of Lord Nestros there. Evelyn leads you in, and he is currently, this early in the day, still finishing his kind of delayed breakfast. You get the sense that he eats slowly in the morning. And as Evelyn leads you into the...
I know.
Yeah, you guys went to bed comparatively early because you were beat to shit and exhausted. Even though you drank, by the time you went to bed, it was like 10:30, which is early for you guys.
Started day drinking, fell asleep at 7.
Yeah, those are the best days. But as you were led into the dining chamber, the familiar place where you had your celebratory dinner when you finished your first leg of your journey with the Lord, he's there in the process of, he has his spectacles on, and he's reading through some paper, and as you begin to enter, he kind of just holds up a finger to all of you. Hold on a second. It puts it within a small case and sets it aside.
Good morning, friends. Am I to be of service to you?
Oh boy, bunch of things, right?
It's been a busy morning. Apparently, we're pretty productive.
You are not exaggerating. Very self-motivated, which is oddly rare for those in your line of work.
first, we made second contact with the Corsairs. And it seems like there is some tentative interest in making your acquaintance.
We put in a good word for you.
Yeah, if that's all right.
How eager were they, if I might ask?
They seemed a little unsure.
Less eager to meet someone of your stature, of your station.
Standing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They don't like people with money, and you have it.
That
So
is-
really, that's.
It is assuring. If they were too eager, that would spell ill intent, based on the dynamics in play.
That's fair.
Very well. Do you have a place where such an request?
To be on their terms.
And
And,
they
that they
would
would
get back
think it
to
over.
us.
Yes.
Very well. When you do hear from them, please do come to me. But I appreciate you making the contact, and I do hope it comes to some net positive.
They also
endeavor.
said that they heard that you killed Madame Brudache.
Among other rumors that they did not know were true.
You see his face harden as he looks towards you.
Struck a nerve, that one.
Madame Brudache was an honorable, good-hearted woman. I spent the majority of my adult life protecting her. I would never, ever have harmed her.
Is no one else going to?
I don't need to roll
I
any
don't
insight
need
Yeah,
checks
no,
on this
yeah,
guy.
yeah, it kind of feels genuine.
I rang-
Fuck.
I
Inside
rang,
check.
I rang the top bell one day.
Inside check.
Uh-huh.
Cocked. Ooh. 18.
Okay.
Oh, little mini whisper.
Little whispers.
Brought to you by Koozies. Please don't sue us. Koozies.
How can you hold that? It hurts
Also-
my hand just a little.
Maybe if you had one of our drink
You kind of,
holders, it would be nice and soft.
Some sort of cozy of some
Yeah,
sort?
like a cozy, soft critical role. Okay.
Oh, yeah. I'm sure you get.
They're at shop.
We do have a other than vague rumors, we do have.
You tried,
some
Sam, you
other
tried.
Things we could use some help with.
He tried.
The Loomis twins. Do you know them? Do you have an
The
opinion?
Loomis twins.
Goes and grabs the case that he was currently reading from when you arrived, and well, I had told your compatriot here, Orem, that I would look into making an arrangement, if I could, with Oshart. Unfortunately, while I can make the arrangement, Oshart is not in a place to meet at the moment. He is still recovering.
Recovering.
Recovering from what?
Yeah.
Oshart had been working as the bodyguard to the Loomis twins for quite some time. But not more than a handful of weeks back, there was an incursion at the Mahan Loomis in which the twins were killed
Oh
by an
no.
assailant.
So they're
or
dead.
assailants.
So they can't meet the Loomis twins.
Oshad
Shit.
was heavily wounded and is currently still recovering.
I had some idea of this, but it's been some time. They must have been grievous, these wounds.
Pulls out the paper and looks at it and kind of... It seems to be grievous but treatable. And the Inger has been asleep for a number of this recovery period. While occasionally conscious is not yet ready to make conversation with those who are immediate family. But I will push back, and I assume, and gives you a glance, that this is not an entirely surprising reveal.
No. Then we don't need to press. Let them take all the time they need. I'm not going anywhere.
I will let them know that it is perhaps related then.
That would be deeply appreciated.
Perhaps that would expedite their interest as well as Ushat's. Next time he is of conscious mind.
You know who might have wanted to harm the Loomis twins?
Well, there are many individuals from many places that have conflicts with a number of the Marhan houses. I am removed from a lot of those politics specifically.
Were the Loomis twins good people, or?
I did not know them personally, but they were known to be, at least how I assume, they were not involved in anything terribly dire. They were curious, if anything. Interests in those of the geological and scientific pursuits, if anything.
Geological and scientific. So like
Broomstone.
Yeah.
Did you see what happened?
I do not know the specifics. You would have to inquire. with the house,
Runestone
or
is
at
a
least
fair
whoever
connection
is
to make.
responsible for keeping its orders functional while the heads of the house have been slain.
Do you have any more information on the nature of these attacks? What happened?
I only have what has been rumored and said, but what I have been able to eke out is that there was an attack within the house. And their hired protection guards, if you will, did not see or notice the entry. That is all I know.
It's one of those damn holes. It could have been a hole again.
Yeah?
Do you have holes in your house?
Explain.
Leading to, like, the shade creepers.
Right. I greatly do not think so. I have not noticed any, and then upon you informing me of these strange creatures, recent maneuvers throughout the infrastructure of the city, I have done a thorough inspection and have found nothing of the sort.
After an attack like this, would the groundskeepers or curators check the house for such a thing as well?
I imagine they would. Looking for any sort of unseen entry, means of sneaking within the premises beneath the nose of their very bodyguard. For someone or someone's to evade the hound-like nose of the anger speaks of a skilled incursion. That is worrying enough.
That doesn't sound like a 3-foot hole in the wall to me.
Well.
So now it's a murder mystery.
I think in the meantime, we're content to wait on their recovery. But we're doing well together. And in the meantime, if there's anything that we can do to help you in your interests here in the city, I don't think I'm speaking out of turn. We'd be happy to help.
I appreciate that.
This campaign has a much different vibe than the last two.
He thinks to himself for a moment. Barring this conversation with the Corsairs coming underway, whenever they reach out, at least keep an eye and ear open for their intent to communicate, since you are indeed the bridge between myself and them. Otherwise, there has been a series of mysterious disappearances surrounding the Dreamscape Theater as of late.
Cool. Beware of the theater.
Patrons.
Just true with the best of us.
Patrons numbering no more than 4 over the past 6 months have vanished. At least those that have been reported to the Wilders.
During shows?
I do not know the specifics. You will need to speak with Stuvan Idrio to
Stuvan
likely find
Idrio.
out more about this, but...
Idrio.
Idrio.
Excuse me. Idrio.
The Wardens have been supposedly investigating this for a protracted period of time, but have, to no one's surprise, come up short.
Alright. Is it hard to get tickets to the theater?
Not till you have the coin.
Alright.
That is the most immediate thing I can consider. The long game. Well, I'm still keeping a few threads out and about before I could even make use of your skills. We'll talk at that time.
Are you alright? You seem to have a bit of discomfort. Are you okay? Maybe I'm just reading your face wrong.
I have not sat comfortably in my space for a good number of decades.
Well, you need to get a more comfortable chair then, maybe.
Perhaps. That was...
I understand what you're saying.
Continue to work for me, and maybe one day you'll understand what it means to be ever looking over your shoulder.
That doesn't sound very fun at all.
No. But doing the right thing is not always fun, is it?
That's true.
Well,
Do you think it would be possible to get that letter of recommendation for the Starlight Conservatory?
right. Yes, yes, I can begin to draft that immediately.
That's fair.
Thank you.
Now you need it.
Apologies for the delay.
No, we never signed the contract, so.
The contract would make it more officious, but it is not necessary. I can put the paperwork together, officiate it, and perhaps be able to usher it off for approval to the conservatory.
Is that something that goes straight to them or something we carry into the conservatory?
Let me deliver it without your specific involvement. That may lend an air of credibility to it.
Wonderful. Thank you so much.
Of course.
That's fair.
I'll let you
It's
know
good.
if I hear anything.
I like it.
At your own time.
Quick question.
Yes.
Thought experiment. We're trying to, workshop some things. When you look at us as a group, first word pops into your mind. Just don't overthink it.
Eclectic.
Eclectic. That's difficult.
Eclectic.
Electric eclectic.
Ooh,
Did I answer incorrectly? You seem unhappy with my response.
There's no wrong answers here.
I was not aware.
For my late 70s, early 80s kids.
We're still trying to...
The eclectic company. Yeah, that's. Yeah, 2 on the nose.
The eclectic
Just us.
bells.
I apologize if I did not meet your expectations.
The bells.
Troublesome.
Trouble.
I am no good at branding. My apologies.
Trebelectic. Eclectica?
Diplomatic immunity.
Well, thank you.
It's not
We'll leave you to your long breakfast.
Eventually,
thank you
they'll
as
come up with a
always.
name. It's
course,
not
and
easy
if I may
coming
leave
up
you
with a
one
good
final piece of
name.
advice.
It's not easy.
Nothing too hard to remember or say.
Oh, right. Simple. So, eclectic. No, okay. We'll work on it.
Do not. I steered you in the wrong direction.
Before we go, because this breakfast spread, looks fantastic. Can I top you off?
Oh, no.
You watch him go.
It's still warm.
It's amazing.
Hours.
It is something. Thank you, fresh cut grass.
You're welcome.
I'll enjoy this once you've left. And he scoots to the side of the table.
Shine a day to you.
Yep. We'll be back tomorrow.
Long labored sigh.
Uh-huh.
I feel like we're bouncing around like a pinball machine or something, right?
Well, we got options now.
Now we go to what are the options?
The Loomis twins are dead.
No option there.
O'Shawn is still unconscious.
Yeah, should we go to the
So
theater?
what? What the fuck is up with that?
With what?
part?
There was some sort of incursion.
Yeah,
and
what
it's
does the
related
anger have to do with you?
to what you went through? Was there some sort of incursion?
And the Lord said that you would know, you would be familiar with this incursion, or
Why did it sound familiar?
Did some of the Ashari?
What the
Are
fuck is
they
up
the
with
ones that
Fuck that.
All right, not right here. Where can we go?
We'll just walk and talk.
Let's walk and talk to the theater.
I think it might.
Well, I'm not going to answer your questions while we walk and talk.
Oh, it's like espionage secret. And we are easily followed.
We're also out of healing
I
potions, so if
turn
we want
around.
to go
Is
to
there
like the
anybody
Prism
following us?
Emporium or some shit like
two.
that to like pick up a couple
I have
things.
one.
Oh, you guys have one.
Is there anybody following us?
Make a perception check.
1. Nah, we're good, you guys. We're fine.
15.
15. Nothing catches your eye as to being trailed or oddly keeping pace behind you. You feel comfortable.
Crowded.
Just all cram into Shadana's really quick. Have a quick convo.
Yeah, I mean, we're close by.
I'm
Yeah.
Do you guys want to meet Shadana?
Oh, she's the best.
She's so sweet.
very,
she's
very
away.
much so. Yes, I do.
She'll make you some mittens or socks or scarves. She knits.
Sure. All right, let's go.
All right.
This I gotta see.
To Shadanas.
All right, so you head to the
Shadanas.
windowed wall, Vidun Devar,
It's good to
and you lead,
an NPC.
you lead the rest of your troop towards the familiar abode that you've both been calling home.
They
for
just
the
parade through this town like, you want to see
past
this? You want to see that?
number
You
of
want to see
weeks that
this?
you've been staying here in the city. As you approach, the rest of you see amongst you've been here now a handful of times. The colorful, growing neighborhood of kind of clustered and stacked buildings on different tiers and levels here at the window of the wall. You come to this beautiful little homestead that's kind of tucked into this cluster of the neighborhood. You have to climb past a staircase to get to this front porch that is, you can see a lot of love has gone into it. The paint is like kind of cracking just from age and sun. But it has a beautiful view of the street below. It's only about 3 tiers up, as opposed to the higher one where you had the previous day gone and done battle with a creepy, weird
Jelly man.
jelly dwarf.
A jelly dwarf.
But here you can see there's a window that leads inside. It's warmly lit from the interior. The door is closed.
Is he
but it
jellyfish
has this
filled
kind of
too?
Sweet, loved-in atmosphere to it. And as you kind of step onto the porch, you can already tell coming through the open window, which it is open.
Don't give that much
and
thought.
Kind of
Please don't.
Gentle breeze is coming through as the morning mist has already burned off and the day gets steadily warmer. There's a faint smell of like cooked fruit, like something that has been either fried or slowly heated. And it just has this kind of gentle sweetness to it.
Oh, Shadana!
Like a pie?
Hold on.
Or
You hear
tarts?
ping, 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 ping.
No! Dang it! I just go in and make sure she's okay.
You look over and there's like a pot on the ground and there's a few spilled what looks like some sort of a roasted and steeped like a plantain or banana type fruit, as well as some other leaves and such that are kind of spilled onto the ground.
I'll
She's
go
picking
start
them up.
cleaning. No, I'll clean this up.
Oh, don't worry, I can handle it.
No, you should go over. Go meet the friends.
We have company. Is it all right?
That's wonderful.
All right. A big group. Brace yourselves. Come in.
As you all walk in, you see this delightfully sweet smile on this elderly woman. Darker, deep brown, tanned, wrinkled skin from just life and sun and vibrancy. Gray, nearly white hair entirely that is right now just kind of let past the shoulders into this steadily spreading kind of boisterous tangle of hair that goes to about her mid-back. You guys are used to seeing her having it like pinned back, but now it's just kind of let down and it kind of billows out behind and frames the shoulders. Her wrists are thin from her very baggy, what looks to be crocheted top that she has, the shawl over her shoulders and this long skirt, and just kind of looking back and smiling with these bright but beady eyes, these beautiful brown irises that peer at each of you and kind of looks at you with a kindness as you enter.
Oh, well, it is an honor to have you in my home. I fear that we're out of beds.
No.
But we have room on the floor, and I can retrieve
Shadana.
some.
No, you're so sweet. We're just popping by for a moment.
Oh, well, I was making lunch.
I'll help.
Oh, thank you so much. This way.
And she leads you over, and you kind of begin to gather, and you can see as you're like helping her pick up stuff, she's starting
Look at
to pull
Ashley,
from
she's just like
the shelves other fruits that she was kind of probably saving for the next day that she's now kind of adding to this kind of fruit stew kind of arrangement.
Amazing.
But she begins to prepare it. Thing that's like,
So, how'd you all become friends? With the sweet dear Laudna and Imogen.
Oh.
Hey, Shadana, I have a question for you.
Yes, of course, my dear.
When you look at us, what's the first word that pops into your head?
No, just the sweetest. Did you know they came to me in the middle of the night and helped get rid of a problem in my late husband's bedroom?
They did. They told us about that. That's quite remarkable.
They are very sweet.
Sweet.
Very sweet.
The sweet
So
bells.
Sweet bells.
Sweet bells.
Peppers.
Sweet peppers. Yeah, there's a pepper.
Sweet eclectabells.
The troublesome.
Sweet trouble.
Sweet trouble.
In little bells.
Yeah.
The
I really want to get Belle in there.
Eclectic sweet trouble bells.
I'll stop by the market and restock some of this, Shadana. I'm sorry we're wiping you out right now.
It's all right. But yeah, if you want to pick some things up, I'd really appreciate it.
We've been so negligent with that. I know. We've been so busy. We're sorry.
Well,
it's
this,
all right.
your
I have
interactions
some
with
things
her
to keep
is
me
wonderful.
busy as well. It's not done yet.
you see her reach over and pull up from this little like kind of comfy chair she keeps in the corner. It's this like bright red and orange and yellow knitted sweater that's like partially done. You can see like it's only, you know, from like the shoulders and sleeves down, it's only about there. And goes,
I just felt that you needed a bit more color and.
Oh, goodness, Shadonna, that's so sweet.
It's wonderful.
It's a bit of a crop top, is it?
It's not finished yet.
Okay, perfect.
But you also don't require as much yarn as others.
Oh,
she's like a stick. You should eat more, really.
She's not wrong.
It talks.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, goodness.
Hi there.
Where did you find this little thing?
We just sort of bumped into each other.
Hey, Shadonna.
Yes.
Sort of a question.
Mm-hmm.
Your husband,
right?
He worked with the Wilders.
The warden.
The warden.
Yes, a long time ago.
Do you ever remember him mentioning someone called the Anger?
oh, shot.
Not particularly, no. He might have. It was a long time ago.
She doesn't know. It's unpredictable.
Yeah.
Yes.
That makes sense. Did you ever make pottery for any of the Mahan families?
There were a few times that I sold some of my finer works to a number of, I assumed were part of the Mahan houses. They paid very well.
Oh.
Helped actually build out this home here at the time. My husband was, making consistent wages, but I was able to get us a nice place.
What was your mark if we ever find ourselves in one of those homes? Would be able to.
Oh. And she walks over to one of the shelves over to the side of the kitchen where you can see there's a lot of like bowls and plates that she has there, and she takes one down, and you can see it's this like beautifully sculpted kind of green jade color clay that kind of leads to this somewhat translucent top. You're not quite sure what material mix she used for it to get this kind of dense clay to this kind of amber translucence to the tip. It's beautiful.
Just, this is one of my prized works that I would not sell.
And she turns it on the back, and on the bottom of it, you
Yeah,
can see kind of
'cause I
pushed into the clay. There is the.
I mean, you could always say magics.
Idana, like her name is just kind of gently carved into it.
That's beautiful.
Thank you.
I've never seen a translucent piece of pottery before.
Part of it involves multiple sources of materials. Here, the basic clay, and then there are, if you can find the right arcane enchanter, they can transmute elements of the mud and the clay to take different material attributes. It's expensive, but it makes for some fine art pieces.
How much would something like that have sold for?
Oh, I would not sell that piece.
No, I know, but similar ones.
I would consider that one mostly priceless, but for others who had attempted such things, they can run upwards to 200, 250 gold pieces for something like that.
That's amazing.
It costs quite a bit for the arcane skill set.
I was gonna say, because like
that is
clay and glass.
That's what you have to do when you want to.
I mean,
raise your art form to another level, they say.
Like, I'm not a ceramic artist, but I am friends with a lot of ceramic artists, and I know that they don't fuse clay and glass. It doesn't have that.
She goes ahead and begins to spoon out for each of you. It's boiled down into almost like a syrupy type texture to it, and it has very much for a modern day context a lot of the like kind of syrupy fruit salad you had as a kid in the little cups, like the little.
Oh, I'm into that.
But
Cocktail.
the juice,
What is it?
yeah, the fruit cocktail stuff.
Fruit cocktail, that's what it is.
But naturally created, not this terrifying abomination in a
I
factory
loved fruit
somewhere.
cocktail.
I loved it too, but
Mini
that shit
marshmallows
is
in it, right?
not natural.
God, marshmallows.
Yeah, no,
I'm
having
gonna
some
go
of that.
and slice up some crusty bread to give to everyone to kind of cut through the syrupy.
Go for it, yeah.
Shadonna, we have a little bit of business to talk about, but just let me know if you are feeling left out.
Oh, not at all.
This is delicious, by the way.
Thank you.
Orange
if you
and
want,
yellow and red.
I have
Yeah,
a bit of a secret. If you have the taste for it, do you like a bit of spice?
I love spice.
I'll eat anything.
She's back from the spice rack looking for the right one, and then pulls the lid and unscrews it and puts a bit of this kind of like dense brownish red powder into it and says,
Just mix that in a bit. It's a bit of a.
What are you
Oh,
adding
I've
there?
missed a
Oh.
home
goes
cooked
ahead and
meal.
puts it in there.
It's my own special blend.
Ah, okay.
Do I have to roll something now that I put it in my mouth?
No, it's
Okay.
it's
Like chili?
it's like it's
Fruit chili.
it's cayenne. It's
Oh,
like
some
it's
cayenne. Fuck
it just
yeah.
it just adds like a bit of really nice
Just like
spice to the
spicy
sweetness.
fruit.
Exactly. And it just kind of it makes it pop a bit and like kind of like.
I
tingles
thought
the
for a
tongue.
second there it was that the spice that Scanlan
do
got
you
in
feel
campaign
comfortable
1.
now telling us what you wanted to tell us?
We can go into our bedroom if that makes you feel better.
I think that's probably best.
Okay, yeah. It's quite a possibility Shadana's actually a secret spy.
Shadana, do you have a straw?
You never know.
I don't
What?
think she's a
Do
secret
you have a
spy.
straw? Like a wooden with it that's hollow?
All right. Hold on.
And she goes and takes a stirring stick that is hollow in the center and goes,
This could function.
That will work. Thank you so
Okay,
much.
you're welcome.
Just take it.
I love Fern too. She's wonderful.
so much.
Jazz is chaos.
Jazz is chaos.
All right, tell us.
All right, we're in the bedroom.
Fern,
Wow.
fresh
very
cut
tight
grass,
space. This
and
chamber is like-
Ashton.
Very tight.
It's like
They're
10
such
by
good
8
characters.
with this singular bed in the center. So while you guys are all in there, you're all
Wait
you're all
3
like,
days,
you're all-
eat fruit soup until we get.
Yup, straight up.
Squished up on the bed. eating
Epic
fruit
high
soup.
fantasy adventure right here. Retirement fruit soup in a tiny bedroom. Let's go.
In a grandma house. In a fucking grandma house. We're in a tiny bedroom in a grandma
Doilies
house.
everywhere. But while we're here, we can show you the hole under the bed.
Oh, yes, this is the hole. That's
What's
the
that?
hole.
Look at that.
What did you want to tell
Told
us?
about it.
Okay.
It's
so
a hole.
it's a hole. Keep going. What's the deal?
Okay, so we're crammed in here. We're all having fruit cocktail. Everyone's got doilies. There's lace everywhere,
Dish,
plus
bish.
pottery. All right, so Orem would look out the window at the city for.
There's no window.
There's nothing.
It's just
This
us.
is a
Tiny
fucking
hole of a
closed
bedroom.
space.
All right.
You can look down into the hole if you want. That's the only thing.
Give me a minute.
Deep into the
Leave me
anus of
alone.
the city.
Look into the anus of the
Then if
city.
there's no window, then Orem
A fireplace
looks
mantle, maybe?
looks at Dorian and Fern for a second, and then to Imogen and says, "You probably would have caught this off of me, eventually, anyway. It's good. You already know where we're from, where I'm from. A number of years ago, an attack was made on the seat of power there.
On
What are you writing?
Keyleth?
It was unique. The attack came from out of nowhere and disappeared almost before it started. A few of those assailants were dropped. And they evaporated.
They
Melted.
evaporated. Like dry ice? Like what?
Before our eyes.
I'm confused.
That was years ago. Left more questions than anything else. And that's as much as I knew about it for years. Until recently. This gets a little tricky. A friend to the Ashari in Whitestone heard a rumor from a friend.
All right.
With me so far?
Uh-huh. Friend.
Who
Whitestone.
traveled here.
Heard a rumor. Traveled here. All right.
Friend of Brescio's. Spoke with Brescio. Whatever the attack Esteros made reference to was similar.
Oh. So you heard of this attack? Came out here?
More or less. I didn't hear anything. This is above my
Right.
pay grade.
So who sent you to find out?
I was sent by the leader in my home. The voice of the Tempest.
So your leader was not one of the people that was killed in this attack?
No, very few were.
Oh, okay.
And it was fast. Anyway, word got back that something happened here. Maybe similar. And I've already been afield for a while and was called home, and I brought Fern and Dorian with me, and they sent us here to sniff it out. That's the whole story.
The people that attacked your village were... What were they after, do you know? Who did they target?
I hope Matt includes his sorcerer character, that they just bump into him or something, that he just is there in the world.
No.
That'd be really exciting.
And there's some questions, some debate whether it was a legitimate attempt or maybe a test run, but years have gone by since this happened. I'd put it largely out of my mind. Try to, anyway. And now, 5-6 years later, this rumor came back to my people, and we're just seeing it through.
Seeing it through.
Did you know anyone who died on that day?
Any important characters?
Absolutely.
Tragic.
This was how many years ago?
6 years ago.
This happened in your town, in Ashari, in the
Zephyra, yes.
Wait. Zephyra is the name of the town?
It's a little more than a town, but yeah.
It's like, so Ashari is not the name of the town.
The Shari are my people.
So the Shari are the people who live in Zephyra
and other
Like it should be Zephronians or Zephyrians.
I was confused about that as well.
Are the people here Drusarians?
Yeah.
Are they?
Often. I mean, if you're from here, yeah.
Okay.
If you live here long enough.
I didn't found the civilization.
Maybe you should have.
That'd be a trick.
Could have fooled me.
Well, you could go back in time and change things.
That's a fool's errand, my friend.
Wow.
Okay. So,
Okay, well, so these attacks may be related. There's someone out on the loose who wants to kill Ashari leaders as well as Drusari leaders. The rhyming bandits.
Rhyming bandits.
Good. The evaporating rhyming bandits. Because they just poof out of thin air?
No,
or do they melt away, or do they turn to ash? I mean, Duggar turned to ash.
Well, yeah, you lit him on
I
fire.
watched two people melt into nothing with nothing left behind.
Was it magic? Or technology?
Technology. I believe it was arcane in nature.
Does this sort of thing happen a lot there? Big magic fuck-ups?
No.
No.
Well, thank you for telling us. But unfortunately, I don't know that changes our trajectory very much, does it?
No.
And you have no further
Not really.
information on
At least
the
he's
motives
shared the
on
information,
why
so now
they
it's
attacked.
made apparent. So they can go
Does your
from that.
leader-
They're not just in the dark.
Owe a gambling debt to someone, or
Yeah, maybe she got
Dabbling.
in bad with someone.
Not that I'm aware of.
Does she have any ties to Drusar?
Dabbling in the underworld.
I mean, she is in communication with people all over the world, but again, this is above my pay grade. I'm a guard. Part of her guard, but I don't. Present tense, past tense was part of her guard.
well, if it's important to you, it's important to us. So we'll just keep digging in.
I appreciate it.
How are you gonna get word back? If you do figure it out, do you have to go all the way back to Zephyra?
I haven't thought that far ahead. Probably could find a way
To send word?
to send a word back, and if need be, I'll go back.
Wow.
Well, then I hope it takes a while because I do like having y'all around.
Yeah, it's not bad.
Yeah, that's really nice.
So, I feel like we've got some options.
Yeah, but to the theater again?
Well, here's my feeling is we've
we're
put the word
getting
out.
close.
Plenty of people now know what we're looking for, so I figure that trouble's gonna find us one way or another. And in the meantime, we have a lead, and we have a theater, and we have a reason to get. We have a very easy in to the theater.
Oh, an audition!
What?
Maybe you
we
should-
can
you should
pose as
throw
your
us in.
managers.
And your road crew?
And you can audition and get in. Or we could just ask the owner.
Go to a show, and maybe if you get a show, you can get backstage. Take a look.
We could use your friend as well.
Well, let's go scope it out. Just see what this
Let's go
theater's
check
like.
it out. Let's see if it's fancy, if we gotta dress up for it or
And
not.
worst case, I'm gonna rustle a few more bushes of my own that I kind of have to do alone at some point. See if I can pull anything out of thin air. But that's further down the line.
Seems like we've got a lot of irons in the fire.
Yeah, please don't
Well,
screw
put 'em up
over
there, something
an
eventually
aspiring
something will
artist.
Snap back.
Like,
I don't know if that metaphor worked.
Annie wants to get her break.
So should we get out of this old person's bedroom?
Well, technically it's our... Yeah, let's get
And
Technically, you are
we
the
never
oldest, I
found
think.
out.
I actually don't know that. At the moment, I'm assuming you're the oldest.
Is Annie
Well, I mean,
okay?
he might be.
Well, he's only 2.
They're two.
That's true.
I wouldn't go making bets on it.
Oh, how old are you, Dorian?
Oh, 27.
I'll make a bet on anything. I don't know.
Inside check. You're like 70 years old or something.
Also have
Make an inside
an
check.
impressive skincare regimen.
1.
27?
I am 20. I am
27, you are 27.
27.
It's a Dremel with a polishing wheel.
17.
I'm 17.
All right, we're getting out of here.
All right. Let's go.
Where you
See
heading
if
to?
let's see if there's tickets to the theater.
Yeah.
On the way out, I'll just. What's her name?
Shadana.
Shadana. Thank you. Thank you for your hospitality, and congratulations
Matt's
on
transformation.
A life well lived and hearts changed and love spread. You really did it.
Oh, you're extremely sweet. A little macabre. But I appreciate all of you coming. I hope you enjoyed your food.
Thank you for the fruit cup.
Anytime.
On the way out, I'm just gonna give Shadana 20 gold.
Oh, Imogen, this is far too much. This is. Please, I don't even know what to do with this.
I'm gonna tuck it away in her knitting supplies
I'm gonna leave.
All right.
We'll bring back some produce.
Thank you. Potatoes?
Potatoes!
If you don't mind. that
Writing
would
it
be
down.
preferable.
Potatoes. Are you almost out of eggs? Eggs.
Yes.
Bread. Oh, I ate all the bread. Bread.
Bread as well?
Eggs, bread, potatoes.
You're so kind, thank you.
Pick up more plantains as well.
All right.
Really iffy on plantains, but okay.
As
Maybe
we,
we'll mix it up. We'll see what's on in the market.
we can continue to roleplay the shopping list if you
No,
like.
no.
But
I mean, that voice is entertaining. But
I don't know where the fuck that came from.
I want French toast with plantains.
Oh,
Good.
So good.
Anyway.
All right, so you are heading towards where?
The theater.
All right.
Oh, the theater.
Now, you know exactly, though you have not been a patron of it in a long time, if at all.
I go to a show on occasion.
Yeah. But as Ashton brings you around, it's on the opposite side of the core spire where a majority of the main streets are here. It sits in a space where there are other shops and kind of a smaller thoroughfare than like where the Spire by Fire and the main street is, as it prefers to domineer over the space that it occupies. And you can see why as you come around the corner. Even in the kind of midday, late afternoon time that you arrive, you can see amongst the other, 1 to 2 story buildings that you can see at a glance are either residential or smaller business oriented. Already, you can see the 3-story, almost pagoda-esque display of this scalloped, multi-tiered roof that is covered in dangling, magically lit baubles that just kind of swing with the wind.
Bauble!
And as they glow, even bright enough that in the mid-bright jungle daylight, they still can't help but catch your eye as you turn the corner and see the deep crimson, purple trim set roof that sets this tiered rising structure, and there upon it you can see all manner of posters that are placed upon each level, and you can see performers and dancers like frozen in time, and as you look and focus, you watch, they're not frozen, they're gently moving. Each of these is some sort of an arcane image that is placed upon the side, that is capturing a moment in time that slowly passes. You assume from either some past performance or some hopeful artistic endeavor, but it is a kinetic sculpture as much as it is a structure. And as you get closer, you can see in the lights, there are posters, there is a soft music that emanates from within, a massive double door that is gilded in gold around the edges. It is extravagant. It is, dare I say, gaudy in comparison to everything else around it. You see a neighborhood that consists of earth tones and muted colors, and in the middle of it is this screaming gem of a structure that's saying, "Come and look at me." This is the Dreamscape Theater.
Oh, that's really cool.
So, you can see at
That is
this
a really
point in
cool
the afternoon,
setting
it looks
theater.
like there isn't a performance happening, but there are people that are beginning to arrive, people that are entering, and you do see within the immediate entrance, there appears to be 2 pedestals and individuals that are having conversations or taking tickets. You're unable to see from this distance, but there is a little bit of business going on within the interior.
Should we just go see if we can talk to the owner?
Sure.
Sure. I'll walk up to the person.
Well, I mean, they might not want to talk about patrons getting kidnapped from their premises.
What if we say? Oh, we're not allowed to say who we were sent by.
What if we
Are
just
we
ask
ever allowed to
about
say
the
who we were sent by?
auditions?
Oh.
We could.
Or could we see what's playing tonight?
That was my thought.
Yeah, sure.
Get some tickets. See a show, for work.
Maybe we could just start with rumors
You know,
with other
for
audience
work.
members, gossip and scuttlebutt.
Look at that.
Whatever works,
Any employee loves to gossip.
That too.
What do the other people look like that are coming in here? Are they dressed up, or are they dressed down, or is it normal?
At a quick glance, you can see it's an array, but the baseline is moderate to some that are a little more well dressed for an evening out at a performance. You do see wandering in the outskirts a couple of what would be considered the lower class folk of Drusar, but some of them are kind of looking hopeful, or others are just kind of maybe waiting for other individuals they're meeting up with. It's kind of a widespread here, and you get the sense that this isn't like an exclusive space that only caters to like the Mahan houses and the elites of the home. This is definitely a place that has a tiered structure to welcome anyone who has the gold to pay and to see the performances that can be found within.
You know, if you volunteer as an usher, you can see it for free.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Definitely.
Standing room only.
No experience with it.
Wow.
It's too real.
Just the thing I heard.
Just the thing I heard.
Should I check on tickets?
Yeah, let's see
what's going on.
Okay.
Is there a ticket booth? Ticket window?
As you, not like a window at the exterior. This is not a classic scene.
Just asking a question.
But glancing inside, you can see there are two individuals that are dressed in what looks to be similar attire. That is like long black, almost like drapery-like robes that like fall off the mantle and cover most of their most of their form. It looks almost like it's a long dress that essentially obscures most of their body. Beyond their hands, what looks to be a little bit of gold trim around it that matches what you can see inside of the main kind of antechamber that leads deeper into the theater and the actual main performance chamber. Similar kind of black aesthetic with gold trim around it. And you can kind of at a glance see there is a familiar uniformed connection between them. You see to the
Black
right of
and
you
gold.
an engaged in conversation with probably a little more, middle class couple and kind of a little bit of laughing, passing conversation. A human woman, probably in her early 40s, who is engaged there. And to the right, you see currently unattended as the individuals they were speaking with move into the main theater proper. A halfling man in probably his late 20s or so is standing on a pedestal to match the height of the other individual, but the cloak they're wearing, that kind of robe aesthetic, moves past and beyond and puts them on a similar stature. If it's only the proportions of the shoulders and the arms and your familiarity with traveling with Orm for so long that immediately lets free the idea that this is a halfling individual. But you see him, he has a very, very well-trimmed beard that is tight to his, somewhat thin face and features. His hair is definitely like combed at a unique kind of swish of an angle. It gives it almost like a thin, artistic presentation of what would be considered the general aesthetics of the city around you. And as you kind of make eye contact with him, he glances over to you with arms open.
Oh. Yes, hello. Is this where you purchase tickets for the show?
If you have not already purchased a ticket for the afternoon, a matinee performance, you may purchase them here, yes.
Okay. How much are they?
Very soft-spoken.
Where do you wish to sit? There are 3
I didn't think he'd be so
sections,
soft-spoken.
which you can
Given
purchase.
the
Seats are available, the matinees are not
everything,
quite as
I
busy
thought
these
he'd be
days.
like, "Oh
But
yes,
if you would
hello."
like, the front stage seating arrangement, that would run about 10 gold per seat. If you prefer the kind of middle region of it, about a gold per seat. And if you would like the challenged back seats, those will
Oh my God.
run you about 2 silver a seat.
You might want to rethink their section.
Is there? I know. Are there any seats like box seats that overlook the rest of the audience as well?
There are, but I believe they are currently sold out for the matinee. My apologies.
Could we? Okay.
Do you need any ushers?
No, I think we're fine, but thank you.
You volunteer. All right, okay.
We're good, thank you.
All right.
What about for the evening
All
performance?
she needs is a little bit of gold, and
Oh.
she's got the attire.
Ushers?
No, the box seats.
Well, I guess purple.
I'd have to look at the
Really
current
black.
sales schedule, but usually the evenings are busier than the matinees.
Right.
We can wait while you look.
Are you sure they're sold out? And I'm gonna reach into my coin purse and I'm gonna pull out 10 platinum.
Wait a minute. How much fucking money do you have? You have 10 fucking platinum?
All right. You pull out 10 platinum, and he looks at you strangely, and then his eyes go wide.
Oh, I'm sorry. There must have been a mistake. There is indeed availability within the left box seating arrangements that, of course, immediately at your disposal.
Big mistake. Huge. You work on commission?
Thank you so much for your help. And I'm gonna shake his hand with the money.
You're gonna give him you're giving him 10 platinum for that?
Yeah.
You're giving him 10. Okay.
It is
My-
indeed my absolute. And do not worry, we will handle and take care of everything that you and your compatriots would need for the evening.
Laura's
Did you
hurting
get-
inside.
Did you get matinee or evening ticket?
Right now.
Right now, matinee.
Is
As-
there?
Yeah, we'll say. Look at that. It's sunset. Sunset.
We had a very nice little lunch.
The night comes
there
on
was a
fast
salad.
here.
It's a
Yeah.
jungle, you know, you're right on the equator.
Well, it's the time of the year where this.
It's amazing what money can do.
It's like 4
Jesus.
o'clock. What's happening? Yeah, it's a joke for the Americans.
Dorian just tipped him
and he,
10
like, kind of
platinum.
and kind of looks off to somebody you don't notice, and you see like two individuals behind a curtain within this main antechamber.
Holy shit.
And they wander off. What were you gonna say?
Is there? Do you have auditions? How does that work?
Not for the show tonight. There is. It is very much a set troupe performing.
Who's playing?
This is. Let me find it here. Hold on a second.
Yeah, here we go.
Kendra's Flying Lauders.
Kendra's
Flying. What was that last word?
Lauders.
Lauders? Rhymes with otters?
Lauders.
Oh, I wish it was otters.
I'd pay money to see otters fly.
Flying otters, yeah.
Flying otters would be great.
For a flying otter? Wouldn't you?
I mean, fair.
Before you show us to our seats, we've heard tell that some of the patrons have
Just jumping in.
gone missing.
I've not heard of such a thing. That's that's absurd. Rumors that spread in this city by ill folk. How are you talking? You're.
Everybody talks.
Terribly sorry. I believe your machine is malfunctioning.
Insight check. 11.
11. You don't get much, but you get the sense this isn't a line more than a like. What are you doing? We're in a public space here with people who are paying tickets to be here. What are you? No, of course that never happened. You get the sense this is someone denying something that maybe they're just like, no.
Yeah, it's not like they were gonna. Yeah.
Okay, good to know.
I really love your jacket.
Oh no.
Thank you.
Oh no.
I'm gonna try to take the 10 platinum out of his pocket.
Whoa.
Make a sleight of hand.
Yeah.
This is dumb.
I love dumb.
Okay.
The boldness.
Dirty 20.
Oh,
Roll.
As you lean in and kind of like grab the ropes. Like,
Lovely lapel.
Oh, thank you so much. It's part of the attire for the establishment. But it is not for sale. He takes it and like tugs it back. It is,
Of course not.
It is our presentational aesthetic, if you will.
Oh, just so well made.
Well, thank you. Well, given the fact that you are patrons of the arts to a certain degree, if you wish to find the name of the individual responsible for making these fine garments, I could pass that to you before the end of the show tonight.
Oh, I would love that.
I'll go ahead and ask around.
Oh, thank you so much.
But nevertheless, hello, Siron. Could you please show our guests to the lower right box, as they are our esteemed guests and patrons for the night?
Thank you.
you see as a
Does she get the
dragonborn
platinum?
comes from.
Does she
through
get the
curtain.
platinum?
Looks like an older dragonborn, like the scaled brows.
I
are
must
droopy
know.
on the
Was she
eyes a bit,
successful?
and the snout kind of drags a bit. It's kind of like dark blue scales that kind of go to like a lighter blue at the tips of the snout. And yeah, very much like a dragonborn basset hound, and kind of comes through and says, "Okay, I'll show you to your box."
Thank you.
And kind of like shuffles past and leads you on, wearing a similar garb, though shorter, not quite as long as the halfling as you pass by. You do recover 6 platinum.
Okay.
Yeah.
I wasn't gonna take all of it. Of course. So this is good. Okay. Great. Great. Go.
Pretty good.
Fuck. Yep. The low roll, you might have found something that wasn't the platinum.
I rolled a 19. So. Damn.
Zero, you like working here?
Sneaky. What's
Oh,
that?
it's been
I only
fine.
got
I've been here most of my tenure here at Drusar. Oh, yeah.
21.
I gotta say, one of the reasons we came down, we've been hearing like crazy rumors about some of the stuff going down here. Now, like off the record, you wouldn't have any like interesting story. We've heard people disappearing, strange things happening at the theater.
Make a persuasion check.
Fuck. Nope.
He's not good at that.
Skilled in the hard way.
4.
I'm terribly sorry, sir. I haven't heard anything like what you're talking
no, that's
about.
good.
We are but a humble home for the arts here in Drusar, and
Yep.
I'll show you to your seat.
Sorry I asked. That's good.
As you are all kind of walking through.
Nope.
I guess kind of like what order.
The
you guys heading
barbarian,
in?
lacking in charisma.
I imagine Dorian would have been in the lead.
Depends. I don't know how you feeling.
Yeah, if I stick with the act of air of importance. Yeah.
All right.
I'm in the back.
I'll be
Okay.
next to Dorian.
I'll be next to you.
How about the dead lady in the center?
That's fine.
The dead lady.
I'll be next to FCG.
I want to see Travis.
All right.
Look like 3 bodyguards walking behind him.
Mm-hmm.
You all are led to the box. There's like a small door off to the side that leads you to a staircase that leads you into the lower box where you're situated before it passes on to the upper level. And there inside you can see it's only 6 chairs arranged in the space. The Dragonborn gentleman is,
Oh, my apologies. There must have been a miscount. We only have 6 seats in this
That's
box.
alright. I don't need to sit. I'll be fine.
Very well. Enjoy the show.
and kind of closes the curtain behind him as you all stand there. The stage is lit, though empty, with the curtain closed at the moment.
We're in. Have you been
Where are
to
we?
shows like this in the past? I mean, do you know what we're gonna see?
No, nothing like it.
Did they give you a playbill or anything?
Oh.
Yeah.
No, I didn't get one.
Oh.
What's
Someone
that?
check my seat for a playbill. Sitting on the seat for us.
There is no playbill.
No.
What's the biggest place you own? You
No, I was just scanning the audience, scanning the room, seeing
Oh, good
how
idea.
good
That's
of a
probably more
view was
important.
actually.
So, what was
How
that show
high
you saw?
above the rest of the crowd
16.
are we?
Over here.
How high is this seat?
You're not in the upper box. You're in the lower box below it. So you're maybe like 10 feet above the floor.
Okay.
Perfect.
So you're still like you guys are you guys are actually really good seats. You're just above stage level on the left hand
Never had
side.
seats this good for anything.
I know.
What'd you want?
16.
16. I mean, people are filtering in. It looks like it's probably not going to be a full house for this matinee, but it's got a decent enough crowd. People from all over coming in. You can see up the front, of course, there are people that are well dressed that are making a night of this experience. This is like the first step of their evening out. Other folk are filling the space. To the very back, you can see there are a handful of what looks to be kind of soot-covered workers that are in the process of kind of like taking off gloves. That they came here right after work, and some of them look excited, like they're this is something they've been looking forward to. This is their treat for the week, if you will.
Trying to clock people, trying to clock exits. Just want a kind of general sense
good.
of who's where, if anyone's hanging back.
It's been a long time
Yeah,
since
so
I've been to a
From our
show.
angle, can we see
Any
into
kind
the
of show.
wings
Concerts,
if we're
musicals,
at all?
performances of any kind,
Yeah.
really.
I don't
Been a
know
long
because
time.
The curtains are closed.
Okay. Oh, they're closed. Okay.
I
there
miss
was a small
going to
pocket there, but
shows.
it's so darkly lit from this distance. Make a perception check for me.
Good call.
18.
18. You can see some motion back there. Not much beyond that, but as you scan back,
I think
Whispers.
I think that the last show I went to was technically at a. I think it was like a suspension show. I think it was like a kink-based suspension show or something.
Eeyore, Ankarel, and Vasselheim.
Whoa. I don't remember.
What did I say?
You said Roshana, but so it should be Roshana.
Happy Rosh Hashanah, everybody.
Like a suspension
White
shibari
Sun joggers exist. And that's it.
They're very comfy.
They are.
Oh, I'm wearing the.
You're wearing the Nick
John's
ones.
Buy them. Sorry.
Or rent.
Share.
Rent. Share.
Okay.
I've never even been in a building like this. What's the largest you've ever played?
Nothing like this. Ever. It's amazing. I'm kind of just excited for the show, but I know we have things to do, but I'm excited for the show. Can I be both? Is that all right?
Is this like a Lord C or Lord D? Like how many seats?
Do Lord D's even still exist? What's the equity contract? Is it $768 a week?
Boy, this is the group for this event. I don't know if anybody else can appreciate what's happening as much as this group can.
I don't
There's
know.
a few of you guys out there.
Yeah.
Oh, all the theater kids are watching.
Oh yeah.
How many seats in the house?
Roughly at a quick glance, you'd say probably in the neighborhood of 200, 250. It's not massive.
I want to go back to the theater.
Oh, it's tiny.
Yeah.
Well,
By
by comparison.
So
Look up.
They're comfortable. They're not like tight, like packed modern theater seats. Like every seat is somewhat comfortable and spread out a bit in the space. Yeah.
So like room at the front for.
Yeah.
All right.
I'd say like actually including the very, very back row, which is a little more just scattered stools.
been a
and
while
stuff,
since
there's
I've been to
probably
a
additional
cabaret.
100
Holy
seats beyond
shit.
that are just like, uncomfortable
3-4
wooden
years?
stools to sit
4
on. But
years?
the actual seats you see are probably about 250.
Old school. You
It's not
got
a
rent
little
the
more than
pillow.
that.
Is it, how are the ceilings? Can I see? Is there a grid?
There is.
Is there a catwalk? Can people come in Phantom of the Opera style?
They've been running Phantom, so there's a giant chandelier.
Yeah.
Still swaying from the previous performance.
Yeah. And just like Phantom, the cast has done it 600 times, and you can tell it's just not into it. They are just fucking over and ready to jump into a river.
This I swear by the stars.
Oh no. Anyway, there is no grid, but you do see there are two upper platforms.
I got
each,
Taliesin.
like far end, a little bit back
Got
and
him.
above the box above where you are, where you can see there are individuals holding some sort of like tubed arcane device that has like a faint glow at the tip. You're uncertain what it's used for.
A tubed arcane device.
Yeah.
T-shirt cannon for sure.
Roll to attack.
Teacher's gonna fuck with your AC, man. I can't put that on.
Raised it down.
God.
All right.
Arcane
The,
t-shirt cannon.
Dragonborn usher that brought you here kind of comes through the curtains once more. I'm terribly sorry. There's a patron who wishes to speak with you.
Well, a patron. Sure. Where, or?
Just below.
They can come up here.
They're not allowed up here.
But we paid for this, and can't we have anybody up here that we want?
I suppose so.
Bring them up.
Unless you want to go alone.
No.
I'll go ask.
Thank you.
Shuffles back out and heads down.
What is going on?
I just felt.
I like the flex.
Patron?
Yeah, that was good fun. I just felt I didn't want you to go alone. These
So-
walkers are delicious. I haven't had one in a while.
I do
A
not
patron,
know
so
who
they
would
must
know
they
me
must
here,
not
but
be.
I will say this, as our
They
friend
must be a
said,
commoner.
we are very conspicuous, and I saw someone from the Corsairs.
What?
Here?
following us.
How do you know?
Oh.
I saw them. We saw them before at the Elder. I can't recall the name.
All right.
Elder's Post?
Yes. Yes.
Well, we'll see who this is if
What?
they come up. And if
It
they
might be
don't,
them.
If you go down, maybe you should take one of us with you, just as a set.
I'd rather not die. Yeah.
Happily.
Yeah, that would have been the fucking thing. If he'd have gone down,
mood to
he'd have
punch
gotten like fucking shanked or something. Jesus.
A few moments
It's
pass,
how these
and,
things
people
happen.
are filtering in, finding their seats. You begin to see a handful of musicians that are beginning to head over towards the front of the stage into a small pit up front, and they all look like they're just coming to punch in for the day.
Too real.
Sad. Respect.
We've all been there. Until eventually the usher returns again.
The patron is wishes to speak with you alone.
Just a moment.
Of course.
That's
Guess you gotta
unsettling and weird.
Sending stone.
Oh, that's a good idea.
Or do you want to
Yeah,
be a
but
mouse
also,
or something
I've
on his
got,
shoulder?
like, a few minutes.
I toss you the sending stone anyway.
Remind me. How does this?
You rub it with your
Rub, and then say, and then.
Yeah, you will say it, but
I've got to think.
I will have mental connection with you for a few minutes at least.
All right.
Not bad. Yeah, send
Do you want me to
Fern.
come with you, or do you want to go alone?
Wild shape.
I think he said I have to go alone.
Yeah, but she can be.
Try and stay within sight, and if you're not in sight of this box, make sure that where you are is in that message. I'll come running at full speed.
All right.
See if you can meet him in the house.
Okay. Keep it public. All right. I guess I'll go. To use the restroom anyway.
Seriously. Yeah, you got to be
And I'll go
careful
downstairs.
now. Jesus.
You head down the stairs.
Bertrand got
A
assassinated.
little bit after the ushers already left, and as you're heading down the stairway, make a perception check for me.
I don't like this at all.
I don't.
What if this is how people get taken?
Oh, 5.
It's a great way to end the
As you're about
episode.
to leave the staircase into the open light of the arrangement, you feel a hand grab your chest from the side, a person who was kind of hiding in the shadow there that you didn't notice, who just kind of holds you there. And a voice goes, "What are you doing?"
We're just here to see a show.
No, what are you doing?
We're searching for. We heard someone was missing here.
You look up and you can see like the gauntleted hand of the leather-clad individual, the hood just barely visible from the light that's creeping through from beyond the curtain from the main chamber itself, holding you there.
Who the fuck is that?
Pulls the hood back, and you can see there's the square jaw and kind of wavy mop of shoulder-length black hair with the gold septum-piercing, sea glass green eyes of the burly, familiar visage of Cyrus Wyvernwind.
Oh, what was that? What?
Who goes, "What are you doing?"
Cyrus Wyvernwind?
I'm on my own. Let go of me. And I'm gonna push his hand away.
Just kind of looks nervously about.
What is happening?
We need to talk.
Cyrus Wyvernwood?
Here.
Wyvernwind?
Soon.
Fine.
I dig the last name because I have a character with a very similar last name.
Just.
His name is
How are you
Wyvernwood.
here?
But
How did you get away?
Same way you did.
No.
backstory. What is happening?
Father, what are they doing without you?
I don't know. I just followed your lead. As he looks down at you, your taller brother.
Oh.
Maybe we are meant to wander, I don't know. And his hand reaches out, and this time less aggressively, but just kind of presses it against your chest and says, "We'll talk."
We should.
After.
All right.
Backstory drop. Okay.
Then he just goes through the curtain back into the main room.
So she heard all of that.
I'll take a minute to collect myself and give it a second, however long I think it would take. And then I'll go back upstairs. Shake it off, and I'll pull back the curtain to our booth. Just a lot of nothing. Someone who'd seen me play at a... well, I told you I'm from here. They saw me play and saw me up in the seats, and they were wondering if I was part of the show, if I knew anyone. It's just an old patron.
You're famous.
No. Well, I guess so, if someone's recognized me from that far away. Thanks.
Pretty cool.
Appreciate it. Anyway, I'm so excited for the show.
At this point, you start hearing the different instruments beginning to warm up a bit, begin to play.
But Imogen would have heard all of that.
Room, the chatter and laughter
I think.
and whispers and the sounds of an audience growing impatient.
So now he has to have the conversation with her.
The music begins to swell. As the lights begin to brighten from those two platforms, an arcane beam of magical sunlight emitted onto the stage from above, onto the curtain, as the room falls into silence.
Spotlight.
Beyond the music playing, as you all adjust to your positions.
I
look
thought
back over.
maybe.
Dorian, you just can't help but be lost in thought.
And that's...
As we finish there for the...
Yeah. I knew it! I knew it! I knew it!
Damn it, drop.
I was gonna sneak one last little detail in there, and that is that as soon as Dorian gets back, Orem untenses his hand and realizes how hard he's been gripping Sending Stone, and then shoves it back into his back.
You got it. We'll pick up from there next week at the Dreamscape Theater.
Woo! so much intrigue.
Imogen.
go
Imogen
to
would have
the
heard that though.
You've got a brother?
I do.
And you've got a letter?
Yes, I do. You got 3 of them.
And you're dead?
You got
You've got 3. That's cute.
What the fuck's
We
that
learned
about?
so much.
What?
I love it. Alrighty, we'll pick up from there next week.
Damn it. I want to keep playing.
I know.
Always. That's
Thank you all so much for joining us.
That's the forever
See you
feel.
next week within this adventure. We love you very much, and is it Thursday yet?
Is it Thursday?
Why? Oh my god. That is the forever feel. As anybody who ever plays Dungeons and Dragons or any tabletop RPG, I swear, it's I want to keep playing. I want to keep playing. When the session ends, it's like I want to keep playing. Man, even if it feels like the right spot to end, you're just like, man, I just want to keep playing. Oh man. Well, damn. That was awesome. I didn't know. I don't know if I knew about him having a brother. Anyway, that's all fun. I love you guys. I've said this time and time again. I love Ashton. I love Fernan. I love Fresh Cut Grass. They're my 3 favorites of this entire fucking thing. But I am seriously I really just want to see Travis's new character. From the death of Bertram Belt, like, what's going to come of that? Who are we going to see next? What class? What is he going to be? If you guys have any ideas, at me on social media or something. Message me, anything. All of my stuff is listed there on my Twitch. So you can find it. If you have any ideas what you think he might take on, whatever his next character is going to be, send them my way. We'll talk about it. But thank you so much for tuning in for the stream. I appreciate you guys being here. And if you're watching this in the VOD later, hey, I appreciate you watching and giving me a watch, a view. If you haven't already, hit the follow button. I do appreciate that. The more followers I have, the better off I know that I'm doing, and that means that I've got people that are paying attention to my content and want to see more. If you are able to, by all means, please send me subscriptions. They help me. I am currently in between jobs, so I'm not doing anything. So this is all I'm doing until I get another job. On that note, I am going to be submitting some auditions for some voice acting parts. So hopefully I get those. I don't expect to, but hey, I'm going to try. You can't get anywhere if you don't try. Regardless, hey, thank you so much. Wish me luck. I hope that I get those parts. It'll be my first break, my first attempt at voice acting, technically. And maybe I'll be able to do something cool with that. I'm thinking about doing some like voice work and stuff here on stream and doing like just chat but with character voices and stuff. So we'll see. Either way, thank you again. Love you guys very much. I will see you in the next stream. Bye-bye for now, though.